And then my dad even let me drive his car.
The hospital's on the right!
It was a rough day.
It was a great day.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
This is the beginning of a new day.
This is the beginning of a new day.
God has given me this day to use as I will.
I can waste it.
I can waste it.
I can waste it or use it for good.
What I do today is important.
What I do today is important, as I am exchanging a day of my life for it.
When tomorrow comes,
this day will be gone. Forever.
This day will be gone forever.
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 Leaving something in its place. I have traded for it.
I want it to be gain, not loss.
Good.
Good.
Good, not evil.
success.
Success, not failure.
In order that I shall not forget.
In order that I shall not forget the price
I paid for it.
Low Country Radio,
the #1 source for Wildcat football.
Low Country Radio,
the #1 source for Wildcat football.
Welcome to Wildcat Baseball Field. We're here this afternoon. The Wildcats of Richmond Hill will be taking on the Stephenson Jaguars for the first state playoff game. And we'll be back shortly right here on Low Country Radio with the first pitch. Thanks for tuning in to Low Country Radio.
like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com.
For a golf course around Savannah that has challenging greens and beautiful, well-groomed fairways with affordable green fees? Now you have a choice. Taylor Creek Golf Course, which is just a short ride on Fort Stewart, or Hunter Golf Course in Savannah, Georgia on Hunter Field. Both courses offer terrific views and challenging play for golfers at every skill level. The staff at both courses can offer tips and tricks for playing your best round. So check out Taylor Creek Golf Course on Fort Stewart or Hunter Golf Course at Hunter Airfield. To reserve a tee time or to find out more about both courses, go to StewartHunterMWR.com. That's StewartHunterMWR.com.
Want to listen to the games but worried about data overages? No problem. You can listen to Low Country Radio just by dialing us in. 701-801-0706. That number is 701-801-0706. Forget the data overages and dial us in. 701-801-0706. Where else are you going to get service like that other than Low Country Radio? Check us out online, lowcountryradio.com.
Sometimes a little more room means a lot. And the elevator.
Room for one more?
At the office.
Yeah, we're going to need you four to share a desk.
On the road. Giving 3 feet when passing bicyclists keeps everyone safe. Share the road. A message brought to you by Georgia Bikes.
Welcome back to Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. Thanks for tuning in. We are at Richmond Hill High School, Wildcat Field here. Beautiful afternoon here in Richmond Hill, Georgia. We've got Paul Green, Tim Milhorn, Freddie Howell with you here at the field. Going to be calling play-by-play. So, afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon, Freddie.
Hey, Freddie, Paul Green here. Tim, what's going on, my brother?
Man, it's playoff baseball time. Georgia High School style.
This is 6A, Region 2.
This is the first of a
three-game series. And if we win, this is going to be a doubleheader this afternoon. So if you just tuned in, you're going to have 2 games back-to-back. We'll play this first game, and as soon as it's over,
Take a short break,
and we'll come right back and play the second game. But what we have here is it's the best out of 3. So if they win both games tonight, we don't play tomorrow. Is that correct, gentlemen?
Yes.
I'm guessing here.
Yeah,
so.
tomorrow's just the if game.
It's an if game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
So if we split tomorrow, we still play.
If we split
tonight, we got to play tomorrow.
Then we have to play.
Yep.
Hey, Freddie, I'd like to give a shout-out real quick to all the seniors that are on the senior trip going down to Orlando, Florida. Hey, congratulations, y'all. Go down there, have a great time, be safe, make good decisions, and we will see you back at around 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah, they're going down to
Or
Disney
excuse
World?
me, they're leaving. They're going to Orlando. What's it called?
Disney World?
No, it ain't Disney World. What's the other one?
The Wild Adventures. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, it's that other park.
I know what you're talking about.
It's the other popular park that I can't think of.
Come on, Paul,
right
help
now.
us out.
Yeah.
Our
first pitch is away.
I'm about to say, first pitch.
We got a ball game going. Michael Menhardt on the mound, Kip Gibson behind the plate. Defensively, the Wildcats look like this. Pretty much the norm. You've got Brandon Becker at first, Braden Henley at second, Rick Mitchell at short, and we have Will McGrath over at third. Around the outfield, Will Schumann, Chris Sewell in center, and Jackson Finley in right field.
There's a get-me-over strike by Michael Menhardt. That runs the count to 3-1, though.
Hey, there he is.
There's Skipper.
Sir, don't not stay in front of our camera. How are you, sir?
So number 0.
Oh, leads off with a walk.
I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that.
Number 4, now up to bat, Daly. Daly steps in. So the leadoff batter is the pitcher for today.
Universal Studios.
And he took a walk. Universal Studios. There we go.
My daughter had to text me on the bus to tell me it was Universal. Thanks, Bobby. So Menhardt comes set, throws back over, checks the runner. Playing with no outs here. Top of the first game of 2. As Ernie Banks would say, let's play 2. Second batter's up. He's batting on the right hand. Got a right-hand pitcher. Menhardt on the mound for Richmond Hill Wildcats. Runner gets a decent lead off of first. Here's the pitch. Taken high.
Yeah.
One ball. No strikes here. Menhardt comes set. Here's the wind and the pitch. Nope. Throws over. Checks the runner. He's safe. Stevenson's from Stone Mountain, Georgia. Got a visitor up here. Menhardt comes set. Here's the pitch. He tries to attempt to bunt. Bunts up. Kip Gibson out of his hole and gets to the ball. Makes a great play on the attempted bunt. So the first out of the inning. So Menhardt gets an out by a good hustle play by the catcher, Kip Gibson. Got rid of his mask. Got out from behind the hole and made a great play for an out. And they bring in a pinch runner for the runner that was on first, number 0.
Runner number 2, now pinch run. Eric Johnson, I'm sorry. Eric Johnson now is the pinch runner.
Is a designated runner?
He might be a courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner for the pitcher? Yep. Courtesy runner for the pitcher.
Eric Johnson.
So Eric Johnson now on first for the courtesy runner for the pitcher, and in steps her number 3 hitter. I know you got it. Menhardt steps off. Back on the mound. So, Menhardt comes set. Here's the wind and the pitch. Strike on the inside corner. Delayed call by the umpire. And we can't hear it up here, so if he's hollering it out, we can't hear it. So there's a no balls, 1 strike, 1 out here. Skip, did you see that play that Kip made getting out of the hole on that butt? I think he's got him. He's got him. Great pickoff move by Menhardt. Caught Eric leaning off of first base. 2 down here in the top half of the first.
Sorry, guys. I got a little excited there. I just picked up for Paul. Had to run a little air and out. I'm taking over for just a second. Skip Yeoman's here. Tim Menhardt, yeah.
Tim
Menhardt makes a great play. We're going to give you a little credit there, Tim.
No, I just need that paycheck. 2 outs now. Menhardt winds and deals. Fires high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Should be a 1-1 count.
Menhardt had a great move there to get that guy off first. Big play.
He sure did. Menhardt's will throw him from the windup now. Here's the wind and the pitch. There's a grounder to third. Picked up and thrown over. And down goes.
Will McGrath grabs out on a 2-hopper and fires him out at first.
The Jags here in the top half of the first, and that brings up your Wildcats in the bottom half of the first. One one man left on, one base on ball, no errors, and no strikeouts, and one man left. So we go to the bottom half of the first inning here at Wildcat Stadium, in the top half of a doubleheader today with the score 0-0, and your Wildcats coming up to bat.
Hey, we want to take a minute to thank Cone Cranes for coming on board, sponsoring all of Richmond Hill Wildcat baseball right here on Low Country Radio this year. Thank you, Cone Cranes. Cone Cranes is right here in Garden City. You can find them over there in Garden City, or you can call them 912-963-0610. Cone Cranes, major sponsor of Richmond Hill Wildcat baseball on Low Country Radio. What a beautiful afternoon, gentlemen, for some Wildcat baseball, some high school baseball, anywhere in the world. But right now it's in Richmond Hill, and it is very beautiful. And we thank all our listeners for tuning in. If you're able, we also stream it on YouTube. We are live on YouTube for you to watch the game as well. So Skip, welcome back. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Just jumping over here for Paul for just a second. He's trying to get a little advertising done, trying to do a little footwork for us here.
Hey, we want to remind everybody that if you don't want to use your data, if you're riding down the road like those kids on the bus and you get to a bad Wi-Fi area, if you got cell phone service, call 701-801-0706, 701-801-0706. That's the number. You can listen to us on your phone without using any data or Wi-Fi. So it looks like we're going to have a good game here.
Yeah,
Tim.
Started out exciting.
So they have one kid. Did you talk about the kid that we looked up?
No, Anthony Johnson. No,
Yeah,
have not talked about him yet. I was going to wait for him to come up to bat and give him a proper intro. But we got a lefty on the mound, number 0, Adams, for the Fighting Jags of
Stone Mountain, DeKalb County.
Stephenson
High School in Stone Mountain, Georgia. And leading off, we've got Rick Mitchell stepping in. And here's the first delivery, taken high and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, Kip Gibson comes out the hole, makes a great, outstanding play on a bunt attempt, on a pop-up bunt. And then Menhart picks off the guy that he base on balls and then turned around. And there's a drive by Rick Mitchell in the center field. Center fielder comes in about 5 steps, reaches up, makes the play for the first out of the inning, but Mitchell hit it well into center field, just didn't get the overspin, Skip.
Absolutely, good contact.
That'll bring up our second batter, Braden Henley. Henley's going to step in as a right-hander today because he's a switch hitter and got a lefty on the mound. So Henley steps in with nobody on here, bottom half of the first, with 1 out. Nice drive by Rick Mitchell, but it didn't fall in. First pitch taken way outside for ball 1.
Just looking around here, this Stephenson crowd looks like they got some good-looking kids, big, tall, strong kids.
Yes,
they do.
Athletes. All the way around, good athletes all the way around the horn.
We were discussing that earlier, Skip. That's a good observation.
Ball taken away, low and outside for 2 balls, no strikes. bright sunny day. It's warm in here.
It's very warm.
It's 94 degrees on the field when we first started. Ball taken for a strike at the knees. 2 balls and 1 strike now. 1 out. Nobody on for Richmond Hill. Hopefully we'll change that right here. Kid Adams on the mound, lefty and Henley calls timeout and backs out of the plate. Steps back into the batter's box. Here's the wind in the pitch.
Tim, I'm trying to turn my mic back over to Paul, but he can't get his breath.
Breaking pitch, taken outside. 3-1 now.
Yeah, I think he went for a jog.
Out there running around trying to get some advertisement out there for us.
Trying to keep us going there.
That's right. Trying to throw some advertisement out here. Here's the wind in the pitch. Taken in the dirt for ball 4. There's our first base runner of the night.
Good eye.
So
I can't really read this picture yet, Tim. I'm going to throw a few more pitches. I can't tell exactly what he's got there. He's around the plate, but I can't pick up the catch. I think he's trying to throw a lot of off-speed stuff.
Yeah. They said they've got a good junk ball pitcher. Maybe this guy is it. But that'll bring up Jackson Finley batting in the third hole. Braden Henley gets a good lead off of first. As we know, Braden's got speed. Let's see what we got going on here. Got this test throw over. Got back easily. So 1 out, 1 runner on. Here's the line and the pitch. Jackson takes fastball high. I think he's trying to work it off his fastball, but he doesn't have control of his fastball yet.
Hasn't got that fastball over the plate consistently yet.
Not consistently, no. Just a couple of times. So 1 ball, no strikes. Henley gets his lead off of first. Adams comes set. Here's the line and the pitch. Taken low. 2 balls, no strikes. Very patient. This is where all of the practice for patience comes into play. Skip, as you and I both know, that Stacy Bennett, our coach, has been working with the kids. Patience at the plate, hit your pitch. Don't hit theirs.
Make them throw strikes.
Henley is off of first, set, throw, ball 3. 3-0 now to Jackson Finley. Finley and Henley. Let's see if we can put something together here and push one across here in the early part of the game. Adams has the ball with a 3-0 count. 1 out. Here's the set and the pitch. Ball taken low for ball 4. Ball gets away. Henley's down to second. He takes a wide turn at second to see if the catcher recovers, and he does. Finley's down to first. We got 2 on now here with only 1 out here in the bottom half of the first inning. And that'll bring up our catcher, the Rock. Kip Gibson made a fantastic play in the top half of the first on a bunt attempt. Got rid of that mass skip and came out of the hole, made about 5 steps and kind of did a little reach-out dive.
Absolutely.
Cradled that ball right and nestled it right in his catcher's mitt.
Pitcher having a little trouble throwing a strike shortstop. Gavin Ray comes in and have a word with him. He's back to short now, getting ready to play ball.
Runners at first and second. Here's the line in the pitch by Adams.
Slow curveball.
Slow curveball, taken for a strike. So he starts Kip out with the breaking pitch. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom half of the first. Runners at first and second. Finley's at first, Henley's at second. Adams comes set. They're kind of deking. The second baseman's jumping in and out, deking back and forth. Ball taken low. Curveball, breaking pitch. Kip wasn't biting. So there's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Stacy Bennett throws the signs out to everybody. Everybody nods that they understood what was communicated. Adams comes back set. Has not looked back to second. Now he does. Now he turns and throws back to second, but Henley's back there quite easily.
Second baseman
tried to do the old throwback to the pitcher deep play, and I think the last time I saw that work was Little League. And it probably did.
Tim, last time you saw something like that, the old first to third play worked the next time.
It did, as a matter of fact, as long as it don't work now.
Right.
Adams with the ball. Here's the pitch. There's a line drive by Kip Gibson to left field. Base hit. Henley's on his horse. He's sending him. Here's a play at the plate. Ball's thrown way high. Runners advance. And Henley scores, and both runners advance to second and third. We got 1 run across here, the bottom half of the first inning, with only 1 out, with runners at second and third. Great base hit, great clutch hitting by Kip Gibson there, Skip.
Found the hole. Had the short. They were worried about holding him on tight at second base there. Found a shortstop, played a little bit out of position. Found the hole where the shortstop was covering the second base and shot the hole right before shortstop.
Designated runner coming in for Richmond Hill for Kip Gibson, who just got a single in an error, got to second.
Courtesy runner.
Looks like a courtesy runner in the form of, can't get a number yet. I wish these jerseys had numbers on them. Paul, who is it? Oh, is that Matt Overstreet? Matt Overstreet now designated running for our catcher, Kip Gibson. 1 run pushed across. Up comes Chris Sewell. Chris Sewell stands in against the lefty. He's giving up a run here in the bottom half of the first. Richmond Hill goes on top. 1-0 here in the state playoffs. Wind in the pitch. Fastball popped up the right side. The first baseman's giving chase. Can't tell. Looks like the ball got down. It did. Chris Sewell's not going back to the dugout. We can't see out the corner right there. We do have a side window over here, but nobody ran to it. So no balls, 1 strike on Chris Sewell. 1 out.
Hey, Paul finally got his breath back. Here you go.
Paul's back in there.
I ran out to the parking lot and trying to work off some of this.
Adams has the ball back now. Comes set. Here's the wind in the pitch. There's a hit in the right center field. Right center field's on it. It's down. The ball's to the fence.
He's going to get 3.
Chris is on his horse. He is going 3. He is going. He is going. He's sending him. No, he puts the brakes on. Oh, that could have been an end-of-park home run. What a great hit. Big hit by Chris Sewell right there, ladies and gentlemen. Huge hit.
Straight stand-up.
2-run score. Still playing with 1 out here in the bottom half of the first inning with the score now 3-0. Richmond Hill Wildcats. That brings up
Evan Vaughn.
Evan Vaughn.
He's the DH.
Batting for Michael Menhart, who's on the mound. So runner at third now. Still playing with 1 out. Nice drive by Chris Sewell in the right center field gap.
He stroked that ball well.
He did. It was a liner. It was not one of those up in the air all day long. I mean, it was on a rope. One hop the fence. And up stands Evan Vaughn, who's had a hot bat lately.
Evan Vaughn's been hitting the ball real well.
Yes, he has. You've been seeing it. Fastball, swing and a miss by Evan. He was trying to take that into the apartment complex on the other side of the street over there.
We'd like to see him do it, too.
I would. Big swing. Why not? You're up by 3 runs. Go ahead and get your cuts in. Good fastball. Why not? 3-0. Wildcats on top of Stephenson. Stevenson's out of Stone Mountain, Georgia. There's a breaking pitch. Swung on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes. Still playing with 1 out with a runner on third.
The pitcher, Christian Adams, off to a...
Yeah, I was trying to read that first name, Paul.
Yeah, it was Christian.
I got you.
I think it was his daddy or somebody come up.
I'm with you.
Corrected us.
So Christian comes set. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on a miss on the outside pitch. Down goes Evan Vaughn on 3 swings. But not until Richmond Hill's pushed 3 across, but was only playing with 2 outs with a runner on third.
And that'll bring up Brandon Becker,
who also has been swinging a hot bat lately.
Yeah, young sophomore playing first base tonight. And he steps in there, reverse the lefty, Christian Adams.
Here's the wind in the pitch, taken in the dirt. A good block by the catcher, kept a run from scoring there. No balls, 1 ball, no strikes. Around the horn, your umpires for the day. Behind home plate is Willie Allen. On first base is John Cook. And over at third is Wilbenauer. Here's the wind in the pitch. Ball taken for a strike at the knees.
So for the state playoff games, each game it will be a 3-umpire game.
3-umpire crew?
Yep, they'll have 3 umps each game.
Gotcha.
And I believe it's got to be out of another region. It cannot be out of the same region.
I don't doubt. I think these are Statesboro. Yep. Here's the set and the wind and the pitch. Breaking pitch. Hit down to third base. Third baseman comes in, covers up, throws over to first, and gets Brandon Becker coming down first base line. But not until Richmond Hill's pushed 3 across here in the bottom half of the first inning. With your score, with 1 runner left on, there were 2 hits, 1 base on balls, no errors, 1 error on the throw, and 3 runs pushed across. Going to the top half of the second, your score, Richmond Hill Wildcats 3, the Jags of Stephenson, nothing.
Hey, well, we got a minute. I want to talk about Waterways Township. Waterways Township, gated, gorgeous community here in Richmond Hill. If you're looking for a new home, they're opening up some new areas down there, some new places they're building homes at. They got plenty of land for sale down there, beautiful home sites. Go down and check them out. Go see Vance in the game down at Waterways Township. Or if you want to look them up online, waterwaystownship.com. Also, Expert Care Urgent Care. Got 2 convenient locations to serve you. If you're feeling sick, ill, you just need to get checked out, maybe a physical, go over there to Expert Care Urgent Care. 2 convenient locations, one right here in Richmond Hill, 60 Exchange Street, the other one 318 Mall Boulevard. So Expert Care Urgent Care right here in Richmond Hill.
Yeah, so what we're trying to get here is want to give a little shout out to the new Bryan County Redskin high school football coach.
Oh, okay.
He's one of Richmond Hill's own, and it's Ryan Glazier.
Ryan Glazier, I've heard
just been named the head football coach over at Bryan County.
Michael Minhart here in the top half of the second. First pitch is taken high and away.
Yeah. He used to be over in Liberty. Yeah, I know him.
He was assistant coach over in Liberty County.
Yep, I think I know who. Yep, I do know Ryan. Yeah.
I had the privilege of coaching against Ryan when we were playing as young kids in baseball. There's a drive and a hit.
Well, we all know Paige Glazier. That's her husband.
The ball gets down.
They're sending him. No, they held him.
The ball gets down and throw back into second base. But that was Anthony Johnson. Kid comes in batting .407 with a .523 on base percentage. It's the kid I wanted to highlight, but we went ahead and decided to give a shout out first to Ryan Glazier. Ryan, congratulations, my friend.
That's Paige Glazier.
Yep.
Richmond Hill Reflection.
Oh, yeah.
It's her husband.
Yep.
That's nice, yeah.
That is pretty awesome.
So Willis Schumann gets the uni dirty but comes up empty-handed.
Tries to make a good play on Johnson's hit into left field, but could not come up with it. First pitch taken low in the dirt. Johnson's going to second. Kip Gibson blocked it but could not get to it in time. So Johnson now on second. So we got a runner at second with no outs. Top half of the second. And that brings in, who's up to bat? Paul.
Now we have Alec Baldwin, the catcher.
Alec Baldwin steps in. Here's the wind in the pitch. Ball apparently taken high. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball gets away from Minhart, goes all the way out to second. I don't think Kip had the intention of throwing that one all the way back to second. Michael Minhart comes set. Here's the wind in the pitch. Ball taken for a strike right down the middle. 2 balls, 1 strike. Playing with no outs here. Top half of the second inning with Anthony Johnson on second. He got a base hit and got by on a pass ball.
And the Wildcats up 3-0.
3-0. Yeah, with some good timely hitting. Here's the wind in the pitch. There's a swing attempt.
I would check it.
Didn't check the swing. Check the swing, says no. The umpire in the field says no. So the count goes to 3-1. Minhart comes set. Pick off attempt. Johnson gets back in. It's a pretty close play at second. Shortstop Rick Mitchell tried to get the tag down, get it down in time, but it was very, very close. Here's the wind in the pitch. Taken high for ball 4. Minhart struggling right now with his fastball, so got runners at first and second with no outs. Top half of the second inning. That brings up number 12. I couldn't pick up that name.
Dylan Kinder.
Dylan Kinder.
But now we have a pinch runner.
That would be for the catcher.
Yeah, but courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner. Dylan's playing left field for the Fighting Jags. Mighty Jags.
And the courtesy runner is Ryan Ingram.
Number 10.
Number 10.
So, timeout was called. Little situational talk at the plate. And time's back in. Minhart with the ball in the stretch. Turns and looks at Johnson, who's on second. No throw, though. Still playing with no outs. We need a big out here, Paul.
Yeah, we do. Big out right here. Double play ground ball would work well.
That would work well for me.
There it
Speak
is.
of the devil.
Oh, it went. He got it. Nobody
nope.
on the bag.
The bouncing ball found eyes all the way out into center field.
That was a good stop, though, by second baseman there.
To knock it down and keep a run from scoring. So bases are loaded here now. Top half of the second. Bases loaded with Jags.
the mighty Jags. But yes, it was a good stop right there by Braden Henley at second base. Went all the way in the hole, all the way behind the bag.
That brings up their designated hitter, who stands in lefty, number 11.
Miles Bowens. So Miles Bowens, and the corners are drawn in.
Minhart leads off with a strike, knee high outside corner. No balls, 1 strike, no outs here. Jags are in scoring position, swing and a miss at a breaking pitch. No balls, 2 strikes now.
Yeah, they're threatening.
Jags are threatening on base. They've got 2 runners in scoring position and the tying run on first.
Oh.
High and away by Minhart. I don't know what he was thinking with that one, but almost got completely away from him. Almost got all the way to the backstop. Kip Gibson jumps up and makes a heck of a play.
But, a couple of Michael's starts, he's done this. He's had a little bit
yeah.
shaky in the first couple innings, and then he settles
in.
down.
Yeah,
exactly.
So the sooner he finds his groove, the happier we will all be.
Yes, set and pitch. Again, high and away. I don't know if he's trying to throw a palm ball and it's slipping on him, but it looks like his grip and his release point is not the same as it normally would be on a fastball. So the count runs 2-2 even now here. No outs. Bases loaded with Jags. Minhart steps off, spits on the ground. Gets collected. Number 11, Bowens, stands back in. Here's the wind in the pitch. Didn't mean to.
Oh.
Everybody's safe. Did not mean to swing. Got past the pitcher. All the way out of Rick Mitchell. Rick tries to get the runner at first. But everybody's safe. There's speed on this team. Plus, he was a left-handed batter, so he already had a jump on him. Did not mean to swing and put the bat on the ball, and good things happen. Sometimes you put the bat on the ball. So Stephenson gets their first run across here, top half of the second, 1-0. The bases are still loaded with no outs. Here's the line in the pitch. Swing and a miss by number, can't make it out, Paul, number 15.
Anthony Nelson.
Who's
playing first base.
So the first baseman stands in. Swing and a miss for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs here still on top half of the first. Minhart's trying to battle himself out of a hole here, out of a jam. It's
3-1 game.
Pretty ominous. Batter called time, steps back in. Minhart now regains the mound. Calls Kip Gibson out. They can't get it together. I don't know if he can't see it because of the glare or if Minhart wants to throw something different than what he's laying down. Kip gets back behind home plate. Batter steps back in. Minhart toes the rubber, and here we go. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Throw back down to first. Runner safe. Runner did not advance from third. Apparently that was ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's taken a little high. Minhart comes set. Here's the pitch. Apparently curveball stayed high. Count runs to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs here. Line in the pitch. There's a swing and a pop-up in the center field. Everybody tags. Chris Sewell comes underneath it, makes the play.
Oh.
And airborne's a throw all the way to home plate.
But F8 in the book for our first
We'll
out.
take the out here. First out here, top half of the second. Bases are still loaded.
That'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, the center fielder, Stephen Jones.
So Stephen Jones stands in now for the Stephenson Mighty Jags. Minhart got his first out in the way of Chris Sewell coming in, making the play.
Ground ball would be tough. Normally center fielder and number 9 hitter is going to have some speed.
Just a little bit. Minhart comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball taken for a strike on the outside corner. So Minhart's now getting ahead of the batters. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Infield's playing deep. Corners are playing at the even with the bag. Throw back over the first. Step off throw over the first. See if he can keep him alive there.
Trying to keep that double playing,
Yeah.
I think so keep him short.
Yes, sir.
Get that little ground ball up the middle and let's get out of this. Another fly ball will be
Another
another
pop
out.
fly in the center. Chris will have another attempt and another chance. A little bit deeper this time. The runner is going to go. Here's the throw to the plate. Cut off, and the second run has scored. So the ball was cut. But 2 outs now here. Another run is scored, so the score now is 3-2, Richmond Hill Wildcats. Runners on first and second now. Chris tried to show his arm off. He did, but the ball was cut.
And I think it was up the line a little bit towards third base.
It was, and that was a great play because it kept the runners from another runner from advancing. But that'll bring up their leadoff batter.
And that's Christian Adams.
The
He's
pitcher.
The pitcher, yeah.
Here's the wind and the pitch. Fastball gets away from Minhart, goes high. Ball 1. Again, Kip had to get out of the crouch to make the play.
Yep.
He comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball taken at the belt. Belt high fastball called strike. Counts even 1-1. Yeah, I could chew some gum right now. I'd be smacking into my pitch called low. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Stephenson has come back here in the top half of the second and pushed 2 across. Score still 3-2 though. There's a swing and a miss. Count even 2-2. We got trip deuces on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Minhart's battled back, I must admit. Got two pop-ups. Ball taken high and away. Runs the count full. Don't want to load him back up again. Meat of the order start coming in. Minhart looking for a quality pitch from him right here. Had him picked off. He turned to take a look at the runner at second, and the runner at second had broke towards third, but nobody was at the bag. Comes set. 3-2. Here's the wind and the pitch. There's pop foul out of play. Count remains full. Paul, have you seen anything different with Minhart?
And it's just speculation. He's not bending his back. He's not getting a stride. It seems like he's more upward, than normal. But again, that's just
I'm with
me
you.
looking at it from here. And by no means I wouldn't tell him that. I would just,
Yep, I'm with you.
The casual observer.
Sure.
Because he's leaving everything up high, at least here early on.
Here's the wind and the pitch.
But see, now he's driving down. And
into right field, popped up, and Jackson Finley camps out underneath it.
Nice.
Books it in the book, and we get out of the inning, but not until the Stephenson's mighty Jags have pushed 2 across here. They leave 2 on, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left going into the bottom half of the second. And your Richmond Hill Wildcats still on top of the Stephenson Mighty Jags by a score of 3-2.
Hey, we want to give a shout out to Palmer Chiropractic right here in Richmond Hill. If you need to get straightened out, go over there and see Trace Palmer at Palmer Chiropractic, 11400 Ford Avenue. If you need to set him up an appointment, you can call him at 912-756-3433. That's 912-756-3433. That's Palmer Chiropractic, Richmond Hill, Georgia. Thank you for tuning in to Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. If you're out there and you're streaming and you don't want to use your data up, if you've got somebody out there that that wants to tune in and they got an old flip phone, they don't have any data, you can have them call 701-801-0706. 701-801-0706 and listen to us anywhere in the world. So if you got any friends and family members that's in an area outside the country, serving this country, and they don't have Wi-Fi or data, but they got access to a phone line, 701-801-0706. 701-801-0706 is the number they can call. So, but thanks for tuning in. Beautiful afternoon right here in Richmond Hill, Georgia. Tim Milhorn, Paul Green, calling play-by-play right here on Low Country Radio. So,
Hey, back here, bottom half of the second inning, Will McGrath steps in for Richmond Hill Wildcats, batting in the 8 hole.
But interesting to note that Wildcats do get some action going in the bullpen. Pitching coach Scott Strickland goes down with
our
Michael
starting
Menhard.
pitcher, yeah.
Down to maybe that's what it was. He was just a little tight.
Maybe, yeah.
But they head down to the bullpen along with Wes Daniels, Matt Overstreet, and get down there to throw some. But for the Wildcats up this inning, 8-9-1, we have Will McGrath, Will Schumann, and Rick Mitchell.
So Will McGrath takes 2 pitches here in early part of the bottom half of the second. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. Christian Adams still on the mound for Stephenson, throws high and away, ball 3. Tries to get a fastball across, couldn't do it. So 3-0 here on our leadoff batter, the 8th in our lineup, Will McGrath. Senior Will McGrath. Here's the line in the pitch. Does it get me over strike call? Outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. I'm missing some kind of a conversation, but
sorry, talking
3-1 here. Here's the line in the pitch, and taken way high and away, and our first base runner of the inning, and Will McGrath takes a 3-1 count and gets ball 4 out of it, gets a free pass down to first. That'll bring up
Willis White Shoes Johnson. Will Schumann will step in.
Willis White Shoe Schumann. The Shoeman.
We're over here talking future operations coming up.
Oh, yeah, we talking football. We're talking football season already.
Hey, man, let's get through this first.
The NFL draft was last night. Did y'all see?
McGrath gets a lead off of first. Here's the wind and the pitch by Adams, taken low and away for ball 1.
Ooh. He said it was outside. Blue said it was outside.
That's what the man said. So 1 ball, no strikes.
And who are we to say otherwise? Huh?
No, nay.
But we're not talking anything.
Spring practice has already started for football. The past week they've been out there.
Okay.
It's been
throw over. McGrath gets back.
Miss Audrey, we are talking baseball now. We're not talking anything but baseball.
I'm sorry.
We're talking baseball. Mickey and the Duke. Here we go. Winding the pitch. Taken for a strike on the inside corner. Schumann takes for 1-1, or 2 balls, 1 strike. Nope, it is 1-1.
You must know Blue's little moves already, because I'm still waiting.
I can see his chest protector jump up when he calls it.
Oh yeah.
Adams comes set. Here's the wind in the pitch. Breaking ball hit on the ground, past the third baseman out into left field for a clean hit by Will Schumann. Attaboy, Will. So there's 2 on here now for Richmond Hill. So the hits just keep on coming, which is awesome.
That brings up the top of the order, Rick Mitchell. He flew out to center field his first at bat.
With a score of 3-2, let's see what Coach Bennett has. A lot of options here. You know, he can play big ball or small ball. It doesn't matter to him. But he's got a 3-2 lead.
You can see first baseman's not holding him on, so they got the corners in. They're expecting a bunt.
They're expecting something.
They're going to.
Yeah, first baseman's creeping in.
Second baseman's not creeping over, though. So
crept in on the
want to give it a look, see what's going on.
Yep, he crept in on the infield grass. So he's in front of first base. Third baseman's even with the bag. Pitcher comes set. Here's the wind in the pitch. There is the bunt attempt down the third base line.
Oh, got right.
It is clean, and there's bases loaded for the Richmond Hill Wildcats. Clean base hit by Rick Mitchell down the third base line.
That was a perfect bunt right there.
Absolutely, got past the pitcher, and that's all that happens. When that happens, you no way you're going to get anybody on the base pass. So Richmond Hill's looking at bases loaded now.
With no outs.
No outs. Same situation that our pitcher in the top half of the second had to face.
And Braden Henley steps in at the right side of the plate today with the lefty pitching. So Braden Henley now in.
Christian Adams faces a bases loaded, no outs. Wildcat flurry here.
Grandma and Grandpa, we hope you're watching. We're hoping Braden comes through for you.
Did they make their way back to Arizona? Did they?
I believe so.
They make their way back out to Phoenix? There's a swing and a foul back out of play. No balls, 1 strike.
Anything from the Henleys?
Yeah, they back out in Arizona? Are they home?
Good.
Well, hello, y'all.
Safe travels. We're glad to hear that.
Yep.
Awesome.
And pitcher decides he's going to go from the windup. Now he backs off and goes from the stretch. Rick Mitchell, Braden Henley steps in. Here's the wind in the pitch. There's a grounder down the first base line. Fair ball. throws and hits. Oh, man, hit him in the mouth.
So the first baseman fielded it, stepped on the bag, and went to throw home for the double play, but he caught Braden right in the mouth. Right on the chin, I should say.
I believe on the chin.
Eli coming out quickly, the Richmond Hill Wildcat trainer. She's trying to get in there. Is that Eli? No, it's not Eli. Is Eli still around? Anyhow, trainer's on there.
He's alert.
Yep.
He is alert. He is in some pain, I must admit, but let's see what the trainers can do for him.
But all the coaches from both teams went running out. We know it was unintentional. And
why don't we take a break here and
urgent care.
Why don't we take a break here and go through some advertisements and let this situation unfold, and we'll be back to you here in just a few minutes, and we'll bring you more Wildcat.
But I think Braden is up in here. Not up, but
he's moving around. He's talking. He's sitting up now.
Yeah, it looks like it caught him in the mouth, right on the corner of the chin, just like a good punch would do.
He is taking water and he's walking off the field.
Yep. That's good to see that he's even drinking and everything else. So.
Oh yeah, he
is. Hey, that's big time sportsmanship right there. The first baseman walks over to him and gives him a high five, and no harm, no harm intended, not whatsoever. He's just trying to make a play. And the first baseman did make a good play down the ball hit on the ground down the line and came up and stepped on the bag and tried to make a throw to home, but.
So we're at second and third now, but the Wildcats score a run. Will McGrath comes across.
So David Jeanette, he's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, David Jeanette.
Doesn't.
They're attending to him some more over in the dugout, but it looks like he's going to be okay fine.
Yeah.
Again, good sportsmanship all the way around.
And that brings up Jackson Finley now with runners at second and third.
Jackson Finley stands in with one out now, with runners at second and third.
Stephenson coach is trying to find out the status.
He's trying to figure out whether or not it was runner interference. It could be potentially runner interference depending on what the umpire saw and what he called. The runner was inside of the runner's box, which is the little box that you see that's drawn down the first base line.
But yeah, I think
as long as he stays on the line or in the runner's box, he is okay fine. So, correct call by the umpire. Ball is put back in play. Jackson Finley stands in. Christian Adams still on the mound for Stephenson. Comes set. Here's the wind and the pitch. Ball taken low. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Runners on second and third. Sorry.
We got Will Schumann on third and Rick Mitchell on second. Jackson Finley at the plate. See if we can get something going here. Base hit will score 2.
Ball taken high and away. 2 balls, no strikes here. Wildcat Stadium, brought to you by Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. All your Wildcat sports.
My husband won't give me a chair, I'll bring it myself.
Ball taken low and away and inside. Low and inside. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Paul Green's over here about to make me crack up.
No, he's trying to get me in trouble.
That's exactly what he's trying to do. Bless his heart.
Yeah,
Come set. Here's the wind in the pitch. Jackson takes a strike right at the knees. 3-1, 1 out. Still got runners on second and third. Looks like Adams is struggling just a little bit with his fastball, but that was right at the knees. He's come set. Here's the wind in the pitch. Breaking ball. Taken outside for ball 4, so that loads the bases back up again, and that brings up the
number
catcher.
4-hole hitter Kip Gibson will step in.
Kip's already had. Yep. Go ahead, Freddie.
Think about these guys. They got up this morning. They left Stone Mountain early. They got here around lunchtime.
Did you see that bus They didn't get here. They ain't like paddy wagon.
Yeah, that's a nice bus.
That's a nice bus.
That's a nice bus.
That's a coach.
But they've been here all day since 12 o'clock, just kind of hanging out, loosening up. You know,
see, I don't know.
I don't know if that's a good or bad.
The original game was set for 3:30.
Brother, I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah, I pushed it back to 4:30 because of testing.
When I played, yeah, exactly. But when I played ball, that was that. You look forward to these type of trips. When I was in high school, this was like exciting.
Yeah.
Tremendously exciting, and you get the biggest thing is your nerves, and can you control your nerves? Could you control your nerves and perform?
Yeah.
Because this is state championship baseball here. I mean, this is what you play all season for. So can you control your nerves and actually perform?
That's right.
But the biggest thing is, yeah, it's exciting, man. I'm 16, 15, 16, 17-year-old kid, yeah.
This is what you live for, right?
That's it, man. This is it.
Gotta love that pressure.
Yes, sir.
And some people handle it well, and others
some
don't.
folks don't. Who we got up at plate now? Kip Gibson?
Hey, now we got Kip Gibson, the catcher. Kip's one of those kids that loves that pressure.
Got that bases loaded. Ball taken high and away for ball one. Richmond Hill has pushed another run across. We lead 4-2 now here in the bottom half of the second. What's that?
Kip's one of those. He's a senior. He's been here before. He loves that pressure. He's been coming through as of late. You know, showing
step
that leadership.
Up.
Yeah. I like to see him
ball
do something
taking low
good here.
Yeah, ball taking low. I'll take four, but I'll take four and push another run across.
That left fielder's not showing him any.
No, there's not a whole lot of respect in the outfield, but there's a lot of speed out in that outfield too. As you and I both know, Paul.
Fast.
Here's the wind in the pitch. Breaking pitch taken for a strike.
Nice gap right there.
2 balls, 1 strike. What's that?
Look at the left fielder, how close he is.
Oh yeah, I know.
There's a huge gap in left center. I mean, a huge gap in left center. Adams comes set. Here's the wind in the pitch. There's a drive.
Oh, he's got him.
I don't know if he's got him or not. I don't know if he's got him or not. Nope, he hauls it in. Runner at third tags and is making his way into home plate, and there's the second run. But no, if he would have had a little bit more on that ball, Paul, you were right. He would have had him.
But the hit was to the gap we were talking about.
Yep, but he turned.
Got over there.
He turned to his left and put his head on the ball and took off to a spot and got to that spot and hauled the ball in for the second out of the inning. But not until we pushed another run across on the tag play from third base, and that runs the score now to 5-2, Richmond Hill Wildcats.
So now with 2 outs, that'll bring up Chris Sewell.
Chris Sewell drilled one to the right center field gap his first time up at bat. Still got runners at first and second. Ball taken, I guess that was knee high for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Bottom half of the second. Richmond Hill's up 5-2. Adams is still in there for Stevens. He comes set. Looks to runner back at second. Nobody's on. There's a drive. And it's up the middle. And he should be on his horse, and he is. Runner from second scores. Runner from second goes to third. Ball gets away.
Oh, he's going
to try to attempt to score. There's a throw, and who was that? Jackson Finley?
Yep, got him easy.
Finley gets out. No, that's Finley?
Yeah, Jackson
Number 18?
Finley. Yes.
Yep. Jackson Finley gets thrown out to play, but Richmond Hill pushes another one across. So we scored 3 in the first, 3 in the second. We leave 1 runner on, play at the plate, and Richmond Hill 5 hits. And the score now is 6-2 over the Stephenson Mighty Jags.
Well, I just come back from looking at their bullpen. Their bullpen is active over there.
The Stephenson bullpen?
Jaguar. Yep, it is active. So,
gotcha.
Michael Menhart comes back out on the mound.
Hopefully he got in the bullpen and got a little loose.
Yeah.
You want to give some love out there, Freddie?
Oh, yeah. I want to give some love out to Clyde and Kevin over there at Smoking Pig. Smoking Pig's proud to be serving the community of Richmond Hill Midway and its visitors. Family-owned and operated business that's been committed to serving the best barbecue your taste buds can handle. You can go find them right over there on Highway 17 in Richmond Hill at exit 87 and 95, or Midway now at exit 76 and 995. You can find them online at smokingpigbarbecuejoint.com. Hey, they don't just serve in-house good taste bud barbecue. They also cater too. So if you got something you need catering, call Kevin Clyde. Give them a chance to cater your event. Good guys there at Smoking Pig, but you know what? They have better barbecue.
My grandfather's place. If you're needing a haircut or a shave, go over there to see Lou and the gang at my grandfather's place at 11252 Ford Avenue right here in Richmond Hill. Hey, he'll give you a fresh cut. He can give you also give you a different color hair if you need. Also does waxing too. But go over there to see. He takes walk-ins, or you can call for an appointment 912-756-7959. 912-756-7959. That's Lou and the gang at my grandfather's place at Richmond Hill.
Big Lou, I see him over sitting in the stands watching some baseball here today.
Awesome.
And here we are in top of the third. Wildcats winning 5-2. And now for the mighty Jags out of Stephenson High School in Stone Mountain, Georgia. This inning they have 2-3-4 up the bat.
Hey, let's give a shout out to all our listeners up there in Stone Mountain. Thank you for tuning in to Low Country Radio.
Shane Daly now runs the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He fouls that one off.
I know some of the moms and dads up there that couldn't make the trip got us tuned in, or are they watching us, streaming us on YouTube? Thank you very much. Hope you enjoy what we're trying to deliver here. So 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And I stand corrected. The score is now 6-2. We did score 3 runs that last inning.
Yes, we did.
Rick Mitchell scored. So it's 6-2. Wildcats up.
Top of the third.
And Daly fouls another one off. Now the count's 2-2. Yeah. He
yeah, I think
Menhart comes out. He's settling right into his groove.
Yep.
Oh, they called it foul.
Little blooper over the third base line, but they called it foul.
Yeah, and Will McGrath fields it, looks at the ump, and he realized it was.
Yeah, he was fixing to sling it to first, so he had it cocked back, fixing to fire it. Okay,
Yeah, Michael Menhart settled right down here.
Awesome. 2-2 count. No outs. Menhart winds and pitches. There's a hot shot to Will McGrath. He comes up, fires over to first. Easy play, gets him by 4 steps.
For the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up the number 3 hole hitter. So for Stephenson High School, it's 2-3-4. Daly, Ray, and Johnson. That'll bring up Javon Ray.
Paul, I'll apologize to you on air. Didn't bring you a cup.
Man.
With ice. I know. I didn't even think about it. I didn't think you had a Diet Coke out there. Here's the line and the pitch on the first.
I know my Renee will. She'll bring me a Parker's cup.
That a girl. Renee, get Paul a Parker's cup, please. There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Menhart does look like he settled in. Does look like he is stretching a little bit better, and his release point looks really good. Ball taking it just a little low.
Got a little purpose behind him now.
Well, I bet you if Renee would stop by Smoky Pig Barbecue, they'd probably give her a sandwich for us.
I know Kevin would.
Bring a couple sandwiches.
Yeah.
Sandwich. Here's the pitch. Hit. Again, Will McGrath at third. Comes up, fires over, gets him by 5 steps for the second out of the inning. This is the heart of their order, isn't it?
It is.
Up comes Anthony Johnson, who had a base hit in the top half of the second inning.
This is Anthony Johnson. He's our third baseman. He's their big stick on the team.
407 batting average and getting better. 523 on base percentage.
Senior?
No, I don't think he is he?
I think he's a senior.
Let's
see.
I don't know. I thought he had him down as a sophomore, actually. Here's the line in the pitch. Fastball taken for strike at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Menhart challenged him with the fastball. Let's see what he brings back this time. Another fastball. Hit into center field.
Oh.
And right at the feet of Chris Sewell. Chris could not make the play. Came in and tried to make a dive and play, but could not come up with it. So
Anthony Johnson
is
he's
5'11",
195, graduates in 2017.
Okay. He is a senior.
Stevens High School in Stone Mountain, Georgia.
Attaboy.
I'll go with a 407.
With a batting average like that.
5'11", 195.
I guarantee you somebody's looking at him.
Oh, yeah.
So now up is the catcher, Alec Baldwin.
2 outs, 1 man on. Johnson just got on with a base hit in the center field.
You think his parents liked the actor?
There's a swing and a drive down the third base line, but foul. Yeah,
Well,
probably so.
Let me finish telling you about Anthony. He's ranked 8,010 national average, and he's ranked 297 in the state.
What's that mean?
Oh, well, it seems like he's pretty good.
Menhart comes set. No balls, 1 strike pitch in the dirt. Kip Gibson down there to get it. Try to break and pitch. He held on to it for just a little bit too long. Count goes to 1-1, 2 outs. That little window air unit down there, we're going to have to end up getting 3 of them things. There was a beautiful, there had to be a cut fastball there.
Yeah. 1
ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing and a miss by the catcher.
Alec Baldwin.
There's a slow roller to shortstop, comes up with it, comes to first, and gets the runner by 2 steps. So down goes Stephenson here. Their meat of their order in the top half of the third. A hit was had. No errors, and 1 left on. We go to the bottom half of the third with your Richmond Hill Wildcats up 6-2.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Granger Honda. If you're looking for some wheels,
Tony
go over there to Granger Honda. They're at Chatham Parkway there in Savannah. You never meet a stranger at Granger. Go see them at 1596 Chatham Parkway in Savannah, or you can call them over there at 912-790-5458 and drive away happily ever after at Granger. You can also look them up online, grangerhonda.com. They want to give out a shout out to Miter Survey. And Miter Survey have been serving the Low Country since 2005 for all your surveying needs, including finished floor elevations and flood certificates. Contact Mike over there at Miter Surveying, 912-354-4145. Go Wildcats, Miter Surveying. Take care of all your surveying needs right over there. Thanks for tuning in, Low Country Radio. We appreciate all our listeners, appreciate all our sponsors. We're also getting excited about the upcoming football season. We're looking for sponsors for a football season, so if you're interested in helping us out, contact us, give us a call, or email us. All the info's right there on our website. But we're looking for sponsors to help us get through the football season, which we have a spring game. I believe it's May the 18th, 17th.
Which is
a
Thursday?
Game. It's a Thursday.
Thursday night.
Yeah, we're actually playing Bryan County. We're going to.
Oh, awesome.
So
Awesome. So did Tony, Paul, did you say anything about Tony? So there needs to be a correction that it was not Ryan Glazier. It was Tony Glazier who got the head football coaching job over at the Bryan County Redskins.
Okay.
So hopefully, yes. And it was not Paige's husband. So the next time we get information, we're going to have to check our sources, Skip Yeomans.
Gee whiz. And I didn't get the memo, guys. I wore black, and y'all wore gray tonight. I'm sorry.
Brother man.
Did Collar send out a memo?
No, you felt like you needed to stand out in the crowd.
That's what it is.
So anyway, we've got Richmond Hill baseball bringing to you right now. And Christian Adams is still on the mound for Stevens. And Evan Vaughn steps in. Right now for Richmond Hill Wildcats. And a ball taken low and away outside. Yep, Tony Glazier named Bryan County High School head football coach right there on Savannah now.
Skip, he cannot see. He don't have his glasses on. He's blind in one eye, can't see out of the other.
I'm actually trying to call a baseball game.
Oh,
Here's the swing and a miss by Evan.
Go ahead, Tim. We're sorry. You go.
No, by Evan Vaughn. Here. We'll just go ahead and have a conversation. Hey, then a baseball game broke out. Count goes to 1-1. Evans already stood in and struck out against Christian Adams. Here's the wind in the pitch. There's a drive. Popped up on the right-hand side, and it's going to be on top of the building.
Ow.
Apparently it hit Freddie on the head.
Yeah, somebody shot me.
Yep. So the count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Man, that breeze feels good. Why don't we just go ahead and get some more in here? Because I don't think that air conditioner is doing anything.
Well, we got the windows open.
God bless America. Pitch taken high and away for 2-2 now.
We got 3 fans going in here.
Yeah, none of them blowing on us.
You want to go turn them over here?
And I'm thinking it's going to be doing better than what that's trying to do.
With the door closed, or?
Thank God that the sun is setting. Here's the wind in the pitch. Ball taken high and away. Count runs full now. 3-2 on Evan Vaughn from Christian Adams. Richmond Hill's still leading Stephenson by a score of 6-2 here, bottom half of the third. Nobody on, no outs. Taking a sweet time now. Here's the wind and the pitch. There's a foul back, out of play. Count remains full. So I don't think, Paul, that this guy is the junk ball pitcher that maybe we may have heard of.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. I mean, he's trying to work everything off his fastball, but he can't put his fastball into the strike zone right now.
I don't have a good angle on the home plate, but it seems like his strike zone's pretty tight.
Breaking pitch hitting the right field. Right fielder squats down on it, takes 3 steps to his left, and hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So Evan Vaughn comes up, flies out to right field.
It looked like he was trying to fight that off, just outside, low outside.
Breaking ball low and outside.
Yeah.
Yep. Pops it out to right field, and he just kind of flicked his wrist at it.
Yeah, he did.
And that brings up
Brandon Becker, the first baseman.
Brandon stands in. I think he struck out. Did he strike out or get a base?
He grounded out to the third base.
Grounded out to third to Anthony Johnson playing third. Here's the wind in the pitch. Taken low and away. Nope, called strike. So first pitch over for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Yeah, that's right. He grounded out. Popped just a 1 hopper. Not that one. That's a nice little shot to shortstop. Shortstop comes up with it cleanly though and gets Brandon by about 3 steps.
And that'll bring up Will McGrath. Will McGrath kind of got everything started last inning.
Yes, he did.
He started off with a walk and then ended up scoring a run.
Will steps in. Like you said, he started off with a base on balls in the bottom half of the second, and then kind of got everything rolling from there. Christian winds in the pitch. There's a grounder to third. Ball's in play. Anthony comes up, fires over to first, and the first baseman can't come up clean with it. So Will McGrath's on first. I believe it's probably going to go down as a base hit because Anthony had to make a play behind the bag and try to make that throw, and that was not a normal routine play. So it should go in the books as a base hit for McGrath. So he's
all right, and that'll bring up Will Schumann. Schu had a nice single last at bat.
Yes, he did. So runner on first now. Bottom half of the third, 2 outs. McGrath gets on an infield base hit. Schumann steps in. Schumann got on with a clean base hit up the middle last time up. Fastball taken at the knees for a called strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs.
So Renee says she's going to run a smoking pig for us. You want to go? You want anything?
No, man. I appreciate it. Are you being for real?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but no, I really do appreciate it. Here's the wind in the pitch. Wow. That was a called strike at the top of the shoes. No balls, 2 strikes now, 2 outs. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just wow. That's just a wow moment. Here's the wind in the pitch. Call that one strike 3.
Get back. Did he get him?
McGrath, no.
I don't think he heard you.
McGrath gets back. Yeah. That was the same location that last pitch was, and that was called a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
Yeah, that's a 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Catcher throws back down, and there goes McGrath. There's a swing and a fought it off out in the right field by Schumann, but it goes out of play. Count remains 1-2 with 2 outs. McGrath took off on that one.
So 2 outs here.
Yes, with Will Schumann up to bat.
Yep.
We got 9-1-2. Guy on. Wildcats still up 6-2.
Kristen comes set, didn't pause. It should have been a balk.
Close.
Did you see it? He did not come set. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs now. Trip deuces on the board for Richmond Hill. Comes set, steps off. Pitcher has to pause for a moment.
Yes, indeedy.
Cannot be fluent. Again, comes set, looks over to first.
So we have 6
Looks
sandwiches.
about 5 times over the first. Ball taken high and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. What's that, Paul?
6 sandwiches plus some sides on its way here for us. From Smoking Pig.
All right.
So y'all better be hungry.
Go over there and tell Kevin to get at it. And I bet you any amount of money it'll be delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Comes set. Here's the pitch, 3-2.
Dead ball?
Nope.
Or base on balls?
Base on balls by Will Schumann. He works a count into his favor and then gets on with the base on balls. So we got runners at first and second now. And that brings up Rick Mitchell, leadoff batter. I didn't even notice. Did Henley stay in the game?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they even did their little, what they do.
Whatever the hand,
After
high five,
Henley.
hand slap?
Yeah.
Okay.
After the throwdown.
Okay. So Rick Mitchell. And Will McGrath
bounces off
was tried to pick off on second, and Christian Adams hits him in the back of the leg with it, but doesn't get far enough away for him to advance. So McGrath safe back at second. Will Schumann on first. So the Will boys are on. We will rock you. Rick Mitchell stands in. Here's the wind in the pitch. There's a drive in the left field. Left fielder's going after it. In foul territory, cannot come up with it. So the ball is foul.
New life there. Right at the last minute, he messed
was.
up. He was tracking it the whole way.
He was tracking it.
I think he saw the fence.
So 2 outs. No balls, 1 strike.
Freddie Mac.
At the
Freddie telling you
bottom of the third.
Yeah. Hey, Freddie Mac. So no balls, 1 strike. Loud strike down the left field line. Left fielder couldn't come up with it. Runner still at second and first for Richmond Hill. Playing with 2 outs. Again, pickoff move attempted. Nobody was there. So they must have read the book on Will McGrath on his speed.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they've been doing a little
Trying
scout.
to keep him tight. Be nice for Rick Mitchell to go yard right here.
Ball taken inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. He's got some power in that bat. He can hit hard line drives, do the whole 9 yards.
Squish.
Christian comes set. Here's the wind in the pitch. There's a swing and a foul out of play. Count goes to 1-2. I could not tell whether or not the Richmond Hill runners were moving on that play, but they sure do look like they were coming a long way back from just a foul tip. So I don't know if Stacy had something on there or not.
Or just with 2 outs, I think they're moving. I see him swinging. Don't know though.
Yep.
We'll see.
Christian Adams comes set. Here's the wind in the pitch. There's a pop up in the infield, or excuse me.
Gotta.
A little bit in the
Trouble,
infield,
trouble.
outfield. People are talking. The ball gets down. That's why you keep running.
And you see Rick take second.
And Rick takes second because there was nobody there, and that's why everybody keeps running no matter what the situation is. So, pop up.
2-run score.
Should have been handled by an outfielder making the play and making the call and calling the shortstop off, but he didn't. So, 1 run scores. So, the score now is 7-2, Richmond Hill Wildcats. Only 1 run scored on that play.
Oh, really?
Yep. Still got a runner at second and third.
Ooh.
And in steps
Braden Henley.
Braden Henley.
Batting right.
Got popped in the mouth on a play that he hit down.
He shook it right off, though.
He sure did, and bounced right back in. Takes the first pitch low. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. We've scored, put another run across here in the
That's an error we got to take advantage of, though.
Bottom half of the third. Yes, it is. And we did. And we pushed the run across, and the runners kept motivating, getting around to second and third. Here's the pitch. Taken low for ball 2. Catcher made a nice play behind home plate, blocked the ball.
Yeah, he's shaking his hand a little bit. Blue's going to give him a little time.
Yeah, it's good. Dust the plate off a little bit.
Yeah.
2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Finally got a little bit of a breeze blowing in here.
Why we got a second?
We don't have a second.
Richmond Hill High School Spring Art Show is tomorrow, Saturday, April 29th, from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Richmond Hill High School East Cafeteria. If you want to go by and help celebrate and see some art.
Ball taken high and inside. So come on out and see the Richmond Hill Art Show.
Yep, that's the Visual Arts Program.
Visual Arts Program.
Celebrate the arts program.
Awesome. And 3 balls, no strikes here. Here's the wind and the pitch.
Throw to third.
Taken for ball 4. So 4 straight pitches. Henley's on first. I don't think he's going to get popped in the mouth this time with a free pass down to first base. But yeah, he sure did. He sure did shake it off. I couldn't tell, to be honest with you. So that brings up our number 3 spot, Jackson Finley.
Hey, this is
Jackson's OD. He is overdue. This is what you come to visit for. 2 outs, bases loaded with Wildcats. Christian Adams still on the mound for Stephenson. Comes set. Here's the wind and the pitch. Ball taken at the knees for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. We've already pushed 1 across here in the bottom half of the third. Trying to get some more. Jackson take 1 off the fence or out of the yard would be great.
We got any breeze whatsoever?
Yeah, finally. I got some right here. There's a swing and a miss.
Flag's blown barely out.
No balls, 2 strikes.
We're in the bottom of the third here at Wildcat Stadium. Wildcats up 7-2.
Christian comes set. Here's the pitch. Ball taken. Gets past the catcher. No. Catcher blocks it. Good block. 1 and 2 now.
Yeah, he's been doing well back there behind the plate, getting beat up.
Yep.
Doing his job, though.
Yep. Finley needs to at least put the ball in play here, I hope. Wind in the pitch. Breaking pitch taken outside for 2 and 2.
Walks as good as a hit, they say.
Yep. Trip deuces again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Bottom half of the third.
They did have Miles Brooks, number 6, warming up in the bullpen earlier.
Don't know if he's ready or not. There's a ball fouled away.
He had to go down after that one. Fights it off, fouls it off. So he fouls it off. Adams will go back at it. And here we are. We got trip deuces on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The bases are loaded for Jackson Finley. See if he can come through, be that clutch hitter.
Ball taken high and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Yeah, it's so hot in here, Paul. I got to wipe my face off every one. I got to take the headset off and get behind my ears and stuff, man.
So now with full count, 2 outs, bases loaded.
No place to put him.
They'll all be running.
There should be a quality pitch coming right here. Here's the wind in the pitch. As ball put into play. He hit one hard and deep and going and back to the warning track, and he hauls it in right at the fence. That was 364 feet of hit that could not get it to go out and did not drop the ball. So Richmond Hill leaves bases loaded here in the bottom half of the third inning, but does have an opportunity to push 1 across on an error. So there's 1 error in the inning. 3 men left on, and 1 run pushed across. So Richmond Hill takes a lead of 7-2 going into the top half of the 4th.
Hey, I always want to give a shout out to Waterways Township. Tomorrow, I believe they're hosting the 3rd annual Matt Night Fishing Tournament. benefit American Cancer Society. It's April 29th from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at Waterways Township, the Grand Lagoon. So if you're want to get in a good fishing tournament, you can look up waterwaystownship.com and find out all the info about it right there. But it's the 3rd annual Matt Night Fishing Tournament benefiting the American Cancer Society at Waterways Township, Grand Lagoon. Also, if you're interested in a home or looking to move here, I suggest you go to Waterways Township and check out their coveted coastal Georgia lifestyle. The folks there at Waterways invite you to drop by, and they'll give you a personal visit. See Vance and the gang and let them show you around Waterways Township. Or you can look them up online, waterwaystownship.com. I was down there just today.
Michael Minhart back on the mound for Richmond Hill. Kip Gibson behind home plate, number 12 at bat for Michael Minhart. Rears back and pours in a fastball strike at the outside corner.
So for Stephenson this inning, you've got 6, 7, 8 hitters up. The left fielder, the designated hitter, and the first baseman. First up is Dylan Kinder, then Miles Bowens. But I think Michael has settled right in, and he's found his groove.
Yep, breaking ball taken low for 1-1. Yeah, he looks a lot more confident. There's a fastball hit to second baseman Henley. Henley comes up with it, throws over, gets him by two strides.
He's getting those ground balls.
Yes, sir.
Getting right there. Yeah.
Yep, fastball are generating ground balls.
Yeah.
So 1 out. Brings up number 11, Miles Bowens with the S. Number 11 for Stephenson. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing on and miss. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. 7-2 ball game. Richmond Hill Wildcats 7. Stephenson Mighty Jags 2. Minhart winds in the pitch.
Oh.
Almost hit him. It did clip him. So Minhart hits him with a fastball, got away from him, didn't mean to. So base runner now for Stephenson.
He meant to do that, TMS. He's just setting up a double play.
Wow, we were talking. I mean, these two, they got some speed.
Just kidding.
About to say, Freddie, you better be careful with your broadcast, my brother. I love you, mean it. I love you, mean it, my friend. I love you, mean it. So steps off. Checks the runner at first. Minhart's toes back again. Who's this batting, Paul?
Anthony Nelson.
Anthony Nelson,
the first baseman. He flew out to center field his first at bat. There's a ground ball double play. He got it. Oh, no, he said he
Minhart.
Hey, everybody's safe.
Minhart turns and fires to second base on a ground ball hit straight to him. And
see, what I said didn't work.
Fires and pulls him off the bag. So we got base runners on first and second now with no outs. Or excuse me, 1 out.
Uh-oh. Here comes coach out to...
Oh, Stacy Bennett. He's going to ask about the play.
He is going to check it.
He's going to see, maybe ask him for help. That'd be about the only way they'll ever change it.
Doubt very seriously that was the field umpire's responsibility, that bag, so he's not going to change the call, almost guarantee. Or guarantee you're not going to ask for help. So that'll bring up top of the order. Who is it?
This is the number 9 hitter.
Oh, number 9, Stephen Jones.
Yep. He had a sacrifice, flew out deep to center field.
Minhart gets ahead of him. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
2 on.
Minhart comes set, fires, fouled off, quickly ahead, 0-2. Minhart's got his fastball working, man. It's just got away from him on the first hitter that's on second. And then the double play was a little errant throw by our pitcher. Pulled Rick Mitchell off the bag. So next pitch is taken low for 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still playing with 1 out. Minhart looks, comes set. Here's pitch. Grounded to third, and Will McGrath could not come up with it off of his leg. reams over to Rick Mitchell. Rick Mitchell comes up with it. And now we got bases loaded again with one out. Somehow they seem, every time you turn around, man, it seems like they
hit the ball hard.
We get ourselves into a bases loaded situation. They're top of their order up again.
It is top of the order with Christian Adams coming up, the pitcher.
Their pitcher, Minhart, comes set. He looks in. He fires. Ball taken high.
Christian has had a base on balls, and he flew out to right field.
1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. Again, Richmond Hill's up 7-2 on Stephenson. But again, every time you turn around, they're in big time threat position. Pitch called, strike on the outside corner. Counts 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases loaded. Here's the wind and the pitch. Grounded down the first base side, foul.
Oh, almost got their first base coach.
First base coach had to get out of the way. Didn't want to make the play. That was a hard hit ball down that line. Count now 1-2 with 1 out. I'd take a hit back to the pitcher right now, turn a catcher first double play, ball taken high and away. 2-2 now. Yeah, hit it right back to Minhart and let him get the catcher to first base out. Double play and let's get out of this inning. Swing and a miss.
Good job. Michael Menhart helping his own self right there.
Good pitch.
For the second out. Gets the big K in the book, and that'll bring up the number 2 hole hitter, the second baseman, Shane Daly.
What's Shane done, Paul?
Shaley, he flew out. He got picked off his designated hitter. But then he
There's a
grounded out
drive down the left field line that is
a
fair ball. That is in the corner. He's coming up throwing. Looks like 3 runs have scored, and it has. There's a 3-run double by the number 2 batter. So they put 3 spot on the board. Score now is 7-5. Richmond Hill. Nice, clean swing. Nice drive down that left field line. Ball's in fair play and gets in the corner. And Will Schumann had to go down there and pull it out and bring it in. And this brings up their number 3 batter.
Javon Ray, the shortstop.
Javon, the shortstop, comes in, takes first pitch, breaking ball for a strike at the knees. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. We kept flirting with it and kept flirting with it. It was going to inevitably come back and get us.
Can of corn right there.
Chris Sewell comes out from center field, steps over about 7-8 steps, pulls the ball in for the 3rd out of the inning, but not until the mighty Jags from Stephenson push 3 across with bases loaded situation with 2 hits and 1 man left. We go to the bottom half of the 4th inning with the Richmond Hill Wildcats up 7-5.
So have you guys been keeping up with the Braves any?
With the Braves? No, I haven't.
Yeah, they're
Braves been doing well.
They're actually starting a 3-game series with the Milwaukee Brewers tonight.
Nice.
They're I think about 8-10. By the time we get out of here and get home, we'll be able to catch some Braves baseball.
They're out at Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I tell you, I want to go up there and see the new stadium, though. I haven't been there.
Well, I heard the traffic is great there in Cobb County since they moved. Yeah, the Cobb County people
I guess there's
love
an issue
it.
with parking there at the stadium.
Issue with parking, and there's some. I got some Cobb County friends up there, and they said they just love that they moved it over there. That the traffic is just so.
It was pretty good to
better.
begin with, wasn't it?
So, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And so, they're. But anyhow, they're 8-12. Milwaukee Brewers is 12-11. That's what it looks like. They're a 3-game series starting tonight and tomorrow, and finishing out Sunday.
So up here now is in the bottom of the 4th for the Wildcats. You got 4, 5, 6. Kip Gibson, Chris Sewell, and Evan Vaughn.
Richmond Hill Wildcats still up by 7-5 now, going in the bottom half of the 4th, but it's gotten a whole lot tighter here. First pitch taken low and away.
Yeah, Stephenson has scored all the runs. Most of the runs coming from the bottom of the order.
Yeah, I mean, that was a big hit by their third hole batter.
That last out, that was the tying run at the plate.
2-hole batter, yeah. That was a big hit. But
the starting pitcher is still on.
Ball a little above the belt, called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs.
Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, Chris Adams is still in there. He's only got a 2-run deficit. He winds and he pitches. The ball about 54 feet. Count runs 2-1. Yeah, but no, I mean, you're just rolling the dice every time you turn around. You got a bases loaded situation, loaded situation, you're bound to get, you're bound to get burnt. Fouled off the plate, 2-2 now. I mean, it's inevitable, and I mean, no matter how well you're pitching or anything else, it's the defense behind you that's got to make the plays to get the outs and make sure you get out of the innings in the shape that you need to get out in, instead of loading the bases every time and putting the monkey back on you. Here's the wind in the pitch. There's a drive to third baseman, shortstop comes up with it behind, again, infield base hit by Kip Gibson. The shortstop, even if he would have come up with it, may have had to make one heck of a play to get him out. But both of them went in the hole, and the shortstop comes up with it. Shortstop comes up with it and ends up not making a throw. Kip gets down the line pretty good.
But
so he's
Matt Overstreet. Who's that up there? Matthew.
That is Matthew. Matthew comes in as a pinch runner.
Yeah.
Number 5. So we got a runner on first, bottom half of the 4th. No outs. That'll bring up who?
Up next for the Wildcats, Chris Sewell.
Yeah.
See if he can get another triple. He's had a triple and a single so far. See if he can get something going here for the Wildcats.
Overstreet gets his lead. Chris Adams comes set. Here's pitch taken way outside. Catcher makes a really good play to keep it from going to the backstop. Matt Overstreet wasn't going anywhere. Stacy Bennett flashing the signs down at third base. Christian Adams has got the ball again. Toes the rubber. Chris Sewell stands in, and here we go. Oh, throws over to first. Overstreet back in easily. Overstreet back in easily, and everybody comes back set. Overstreet gets his lead. Here's the wind in the pitch. There's a drive. Another drive. I don't think this ballpark's going to hold it. That ball's out of here.
It is.
Chris Sewell with a 2-run shot.
Woo! Chris Sewell.
With the bottom half of the 4th inning, Chris Sewell turns on a fastball and just rides it out of here about 380, 390 feet into the pine trees. 2-run shot. Runs the score back up to 9-5.
That is the deepest part of the ballpark.
And he just rode it out of here. Great hit, great movement.
And Chris had to go pick up his own bat after he came
kept his head down. Well, that's the discipline on the team. You're responsible for your own bat. So Evan Vaughn comes and stands in. Man, what a swing.
God, that was nice.
Very nice. Very timely, too. Needed to get that momentum back after they pushed 3 across. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swing and a miss by Evan.
So now Wildcats back up by 4. 9-5. Here we are in the bottom of the 4th. Wildcats go back up by 4 on a Chris Sewell 2-run dinger.
That was a shot.
That was nice.
There's a foul off of the plate. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there listening to us and you get an opportunity, come on out to the ballpark tonight. We're playing 2, doubleheader tonight. And there is a if game tomorrow if we need it. And this is the first round of the Georgia High School 6A playoffs. Counts 0-2 now on Evan Vaughn.
Don't forget, you can always dial in too, 701-801-0706.
Ball taken low and inside for ball 1. If you don't want to use up your data or you don't have unlimited data and you want to conserve it, that's a great way. Thank you so much, Skip. That's a great way to conserve your data is by just calling in on your regular old telephone. Usually the phone lines are unlimited. It's 701-801-0706. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Evan Vaughn. Chris Adams still on the mound. Here's the wind in the pitch. Taken outside. Little changeup. Count run 2-2 now. Evans very disciplined at the plate. He just needs to make contact at good pitches. Christian has the ball. He winds and pitches. Breaking pitch, fouled off at the plate.
He fights it off there.
Sure did.
Evans had a strikeout and fly out to right field. He had a little dinker out there.
Yeah, flipping the
right
wrist
field.
at it. I remember that.
Had a little pooker. 7 innings. Each game will be 7 innings.
We're getting questions from the crowd.
Wildcats will be the home team this game and a home team next game, too.
There's a ground ball to shortstop. 5-hopper. Shortstop bobbles it a little bit. Comes up, fires over, gets Evan by 1 step. So there's first out of the inning.
And that'll bring up Brandon Becker, the first baseman. Brandon, so far this game, he's grounded out to third base and he's grounded out to the shortstop.
He's made solid contact with it. You just can't get it past him. Let's see if he can find a hole here. Christian Adams still on the mound for the Stephenson Mighty Jags. Mighty Jags, and takes the first pitch. Brandon Becker takes the first pitch for strike 1 at the knees. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Winding the pitch in the dirt. 52 feet this time. Bounced in front of the plate, held on to it just a little bit too long. 1-1 now.
It's nice to see Chris Sewell get that.
It is, man.
I mean, a senior wanting to do it is,
State playoff game.
Yeah.
That's something you'll talk about for the rest of your life. Winding the pitch. Dropped in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Brandon steps back in, young sophomore, getting playing time here in the state playoffs game.
Straightaway center field.
Freddie, you need to lead more often.
Yeah, I know. I heard the crowd go wild. I was like, somebody just had to hit a.
Yep, Chris Sewell.
Winding the pitch, taken outside.
2-run shot.
2-2. Wow. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Dead away center field. I mean, it's 370, 375.
It was about 380, 390. It was in the pine trees back there. It was a shot. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on, grounded to third base. Third baseman comes up with it, throws over to first, and gets the speedy Becker by about a half a step. So 2 outs here, bottom half of the 4th inning. 2-run shot by Chris Sewell. Puts the score at 9-5. As I was working today, 9-5.
9-5.
I hear you, Dolly. Go ahead, Dolly. Sing it out.
That'll bring up Will McGrath, the senior third baseman for the Wildcats.
Will's got on with the base on balls and a clean base hit. Christian Adams winds and pitches. Will takes first pitch. Strike called outside corner. 0-1. Nobody on for Richmond Hill now because Chris Sewell's cleaned the base paths.
Their bullpen is still empty.
With a 2-run shot here in the bottom half of the 4th. Wind again in the pitch. Taking low. Taking 1-1.
Rather warm afternoon here in Richmond Hill for April the 28th.
Called strike on the outside corner. 1-2 now.
But I'll take that over the cold and rain.
You got that right.
Cold and rainy.
I just don't like you sitting here sweating. I just can't stand sitting in one spot.
You want to go to your fan, bring your fan back down by you?
I don't want to get my fan, man. Yeah. I don't want air conditioning. I'm spoiled. I'm old and I'm spoiled.
There's
a shot.
It's going to drop in there.
It's going to drop down a little Texas leaguer.
Oh, I was going to say something else.
I know you were going to. That's why I grabbed you.
I almost said it was going to be a little darker.
Gets down. Funny man. You're a funny guy.
It's 86 degrees.
Wait till I catch you.
At 6:08 in the evening.
86 it says.
April.
It says 86.
86.
I think that's very generous.
Hey, Will McGrath's 2 for 2, and that'll bring up Will Schumann.
Base runner on first.
Will Schumann's had a base hit and a walk, so he's 1 for 1 today.
Schumann also has a home run. Got it down in Bradwell Institute. Hit it out of left field.
Yes.
Winding the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner.
I'd like to see him put one right down that left corner.
No balls, 1 strike,
open,
2 outs.
Yeah,
I would too. Just turn on one and get some guts on it.
All right, now he's backing up a little bit, giving a little.
But their left fielder, he has some wheels now. We didn't seen that.
He gets a good jump on the ball.
Hit the shortstop. Shortstop comes, fires across, and gets the speedy Schumann coming down the line by less than a half a step. But that ends the inning for the Richmond Hill Wildcats. We've got 2 hits, one 2-run home run by Chris Sewell, and 1 man left on. We go to the top half of the 5th with the score, Richmond Hill 9 and the Mighty Jags of Stephenson 5.
Hey, if you're not feeling well, go over there to Expert Care Urgent Care. They'll take care of you. They take care of near about everything. Coughs, colds, flu-like symptoms, earache, sore throats, rashes, upset stomach, sprains, strains, stitches, x-rays, labs, EKGs. They can do about everything right over there. Expert Care Urgent Care. You can find them at 2 locations, 60 Exchange Street, Suite B7. They're right here in Richmond Hill, or Savannah, 318 Mall Boulevard. So go get checked out, Expert Care Urgent Care, or you can find them online at weareurgentcare.com. So if you just tuned in, we appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate you streaming with us on YouTube. It's 9 to 5. We're going to the top of the 5th inning right here in Richmond Hill. Richmond Hill on top.
Waiting on Tim to get back over here with his pink towel.
All right, so here we are in the top of the 5th. Top of the 5th for the Stephenson. It'll be 4-5-6 for him now. Anthony Johnson, the third baseman. He's the big stick.
Minhart winds.
He'll start off. Ooh, throws one over his head.
Yeah, ball came out slippery. Tried to throw a breaking ball, held on, or didn't hold on to it long enough. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs. Top of the 5th. Swing and a miss by Anthony.
Tell you, the Wildcats we've put runs across every inning. 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third, and 2 in the fourth.
Another swing and a miss by a good breaking pitch. No ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. This kid has got an absolutely gorgeous natural swing. There's a swing and a ground ball to shortstop. Rick Mitchell comes up with it, throws over, cannot get it. The ball bounces all the way down out in the right field. The catcher, Kip Gibson, believe it or not, is probably about 90 feet away from first base, comes up with it. He was hustling down the line on that throw. Boy.
He wasn't going to go, but, man, the first base coach was on him, telling him to run, and he finally decided to run and ended up down to second base easily. And that'll bring up the number 5 hitter, Alec Baldwin. He's had a walk and grounded out to shortstop.
So runner on second now, no outs.
He's the catcher for Stephenson.
Again, man, you gotta have the defense behind you to get the routine outs to prevent the bases loaded situations.
Little short ground ball.
Yeah, but still, man, I mean, we're talking a ground ball. There you go. Will McGrath comes up with him. He's got Anthony Johnson picked off between second and third.
Get him. Just run him.
He's running him back down. Got him. Makes the play, and the runner stays at first. So Anthony Johnson, who came up, ball had not been called time. Ball was still in play, and they tried to get the runner at first, not hustling back to the bag. Kip Gibson comes down, makes the play. But we do get the first out in the ground ball to Will McGrath. Will McGrath had him picked off the second. Braden Henley came in behind him and had him out in no man's land.
Tossed it back to Rick Mitchell, and Rick Mitchell ran him down and tagged him out.
Catcher comes in, and
so now for the catcher, we'll have a courtesy runner. Courtesy runner is now Ryan Ingram.
Number 10, Ryan Ingram, comes in.
Doesn't look like he has any speed.
Yeah, right. I don't think there's an individual on this team that doesn't have that kind of speed, brother. Thank you, sir. So, base runner gets his lead off of first. Minhart comes set. Here's the wind pitch. He goes on the first pitch. Kip Gibson's throwing down, and he got him!
Yeah!
Great throw by Kip.
Out.
There's your second out of the inning. So 2 down here, top half of the 5th.
You know, and I was just going to point out, they have the speed, but there's no way that they were getting the jumps or the leads that.
Well, all I got to say is this: in baseball, in the latter part of the innings, and you're down by 4 runs, why in the heck are you stealing?
I'll be honest with you. That guy slipped on his second step when he took off running. I noticed.
So okay, but why are you even attempting it? You know what I mean? You're supposed to be playing catch-up baseball, and you're attempting to try to steal. Really? Why?
First pitch.
Okay. Yeah. Exactly. Why? Well, you're trying.
I think that's what they do.
You're trying to play catch-up, man. So 3 balls, no strikes.
Like we were talking earlier, they've got a lot of steals. Try to put the pressure on them, make things happen. Pass ball, he's over to third, another pass ball.
No, I get it. I understand about trying to generate a run, but they usually do that earlier in the ball game. Late in the ball game when you're trying to make a comeback and you're only down by 4 runs, why in the world are you doing it? So, number 12.
Is now the 7-hole hitter. Number 11 is Miles Bowens.
So, number 12
was Dylan Kinder. Got the base on balls.
Got the base on balls. And that brings up number 11.
Bowens, he's the designated hitter. Big, lanky left-hander steps in there.
Minhart comes set, first pitch taken inside.
I'm surprised he didn't try to steal.
1 ball, no strikes.
You know,
listen,
I think
I can't make heads or tails of it. Why are you doing it? Unless you got the kids completely just got a green light anytime that he's out there on the ball field, you're trying to play catch up, man. You're going station to station. You know what I mean?
Well, I agree with Paul. He's got a huge lead. He's wanting to run, I'm going to tell you.
Okay, that's great. Why?
I agree.
They don't know.
Skip, come on, man.
I can't answer.
Why would you do it? It doesn't make any baseball sense, is what I'm getting at. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. But, I mean, coaches have their reasons.
It's debatable. I'm going to leave it at that, and we're just going to go on.
Okay.
We'll go.
All right.
But Michael Menhart doing a fine job out there now, bearing down on this guy.
There's a ground ball to second. Henley comes up with it, throws over to first, and gets the side.
Hey, 3 outs.
Okay, Paul, will you explain to Tim why?
Yeah, please explain. Yeah, please explain to me why, Paul. Give me. No, I'm serious. Give me a reason behind this, man. Because
there's no reason.
I don't know a winning baseball coach in the world that actually would do that, other than trying to get the momentum back.
Yeah, I think.
So talk to me. Tell me why.
Let's take boxing. Maybe you can, use that example. If you're a heavy hitter, even if you're down by point, and you need points, you can jab all day long. You're still going to continue to try to do the heavy hitting to get the knockout.
I mean, if this is what they do all season long, I get it.
That's what I'm saying. That's all they know.
But how would we say normal baseball logic says if I'm down by 4, I'm going station to station.
Tim, I hate to agree with Paul. Yeah. But I have to.
Okay.
No, the baseball sense, I agree.
You're going to do what works for you.
But I'm going to tell you something. From what I think and from what I see at this point, I think that's exactly what they do, and they're not going to change. Does it make sense? No, absolutely not.
For them, it does.
For baseball,
Yes,
for them,
I'm talking
it does.
baseball sense.
Right. I see both sides. Both of them got complete points, but I think that's the way they play the game, and they're not going to change. I mean,
no, I get it. I just don't understand it.
I don't either.
And I can respect it. Hey, it's worked for y'all season long.
Listen, if it would work
here, it got you into the state
if
tournament.
If it would work, God bless America. But
it works for them.
It didn't.
They got a good record.
It didn't.
They're 20. They got a better record than us. They got 20 wins on the season.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying who they played. I don't know anything.
Did it work today in the state playoffs?
It has worked all season for them. Why would you change it?
Okay. I'm with you.
You wouldn't change
baseball logic, man. That's all I'm getting at.
No.
Standard baseball logic.
I'm not arguing the logic.
Hey, good, healthy debate, y'all, but I'm just saying.
I'm not arguing the logic.
Nope.
I'm arguing, I guarantee you, from what I've seen and what Paul is saying, I think that's the way
it's a good description.
Change them.
It's a good description. I give you that.
Does it make any baseball sense?
No.
To them, it does. To me,
okay.
it doesn't.
Yeah, to me.
Let me put it this way. Savannah Bananas, does that make baseball logic to you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
it
why
makes
not?
Marketing logic.
Well, why not?
It's marketing logic. That makes baseball, the circus that they put on every inning and everything, the old-fashioned baseball people don't like it. They don't like it. They're going to come out and, oh, that's not baseball.
Well,
that's a marketing.
I'll be honest with you. I didn't pay a red nickel going to see them, and I don't see why I should pay money to go see college kids play outside of a college team. So, I mean,
I'd pay to go see Cape Cod League, and I'd have to pay to see Savannah Bananas. That's good baseball.
Yep, I'm with you. But anyway, Savannah should have a no-kidding professional baseball club.
And if they would have kept the Sand Gnats, we would have seen Tebow.
That's right.
We would have got to watch Tim Tebow.
Oh yeah.
But hey, we got a new pitcher in for Stephenson High School. And our pitching is number 3. I don't have him. He's not on their lineup card. Was he? 13? Oh, it was the DH. No, the right fielder. Taleb McDaniels.
Taleb McDaniels is now on the mound for the Stephenson.
And he comes in and he's
Mighty
gonna
Jags.
Hopefully get a rude, what do you call it, a rude greeting, because he's facing a top of the order for the Wildcats.
McDaniels, a lefty.
He was playing right field for him.
And was being designated hit for.
Yeah.
And now he's on the mound for him. And we're going to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Top of the order up.
Wildcats still on top, 9-5.
Rick Mitchell stands in. Here's the wind and the pitch. All the way to the backstop on the first attempt. 1 ball, no strikes. No, it was a great debate, y'all. I get it. And Paul, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
I understand.
No.
I understand your point. I'm saying typical baseball logic
is numbers. They're going to play the numbers.
You don't give the opponent an opportunity to put you off the bag. You make them earn that opportunity. And what you have to do is play conservative to be able to score runs to be able to get back into the ball game. That's your typical baseball logic. You're not going to give them an opportunity to get you out.
Another lefty comes in for
second pitch.
Strike.
Second pitch is called strike at the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Again, unless you're going to try to catch a team flat-footed, you know. Young kid winds into pitches. Kind of smooth release.
Hey, Tim, so that means
2 balls, 1 strike.
So you're telling me that you have a problem with making 2 base running blunders in that last inning? 2 guys getting picked off between second and third, and the guy got caught stealing.
Yes, because they're trying to be overly aggressive. I get it. Yes, I do. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Not just 1, but 2.
That's right. I was just going to remind him of
That's
the
what
other
I'm saying.
one.
Why?
How we're going on, just remind him of the other one, too.
So why?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why would you do it?
No, I just absolutely.
I'm with you. Like I said, unless the kid had a green light to be able to move at any time he wants to. 3-1. Here's the wind and the pitch by McDaniels. Ball taken in the dirt. Ball 4.
Hey, Wildcats get the leadoff man here on in the top of the 5th.
Hey, Tim, have you mentioned the fact that it was hot up here in the country?
No, not at all. It's kind of getting cool now.
That'll bring up Braden Henley.
I think it's because of the sweat that's dripping off my brow.
Coach coming out? Nope. We're having a meeting on the mound.
Call timeout. Everybody's going to meet on the mound. That is goes down in the books as an official timeout. No matter if it's a coaching visit or not.
Well, he's saying his arm's hurting.
He says he's hurt.
Yeah,
he says his shoulder's hurting. So coach is coming out. It's going to have to make a change.
Doesn't even talk to coach. He just comes out.
Makes the call.
Rubbing his forearm.
Yeah, first it was his shoulder, kept pointing to his shoulder. Now it's his forearm.
Yep.
That'll give them all the time they want to warm up the next guy.
They do. So
injury timeout will allow them, and they are bringing somebody in.
We'll leave it with Skip.
Yeah,
Freddie, I think we got a timeout coming here. They're going to have the injury timeout, so it may take them a few minutes. Here, we'll turn it over to you, my
Hey,
friend.
man, give some love out to somebody. Share some love with some people.
I was actually looking at the bullpen. I was watching them guys warm up right behind us.
Was that number 2 actually warming up in the bullpen,
yes, he was.
Freddie?
Yep.
Thanks, man.
And there's another guy back there, too. I couldn't get his number. But
number 2 is Eric Johnson. Yep,
Eric Johnson. From Stone Mountain, Georgia. Yep, number 4. Hey, let's talk about Palmer Chiropractic. Reminds you that health care is not the same as sick care. Go by and see Trace and the gang at 11400 Ford Avenue, or give them a call at 912-756-3433 to get straightened out. They'll take care of you. Palmer Chiropractic, right here in Richmond Hill. You can look them up online, palmerchiroga.com. palmerchiroga.com. Also, Smoking Pigs. Smoking Pigs proudly serving the community of Richmond Hill and Midway It's a family-owned and operated business owned by Clyde and Kevin, dad and son. They're committed to serving the very best barbecue your taste buds can handle. You can find them 2 locations now. One right here, the original location right here at Highway 17, exit 87 and 95 in Richmond Hill, or exit 76 and 95 in Midway, Georgia. Hey, but don't forget, Smoking Pig Barbecue caters. If you got any big event coming up, call Clyde or Kevin over there at Smoking Pig. Let them cater your event. They'll take good care of you. Smoking Pig Barbecue Joint. So, Tim Milhorn, we got a game here, buddy. We got a good game. State, one of the first state playoff game we're in, Richmond Hill.
Yeah, man. Like I said, it's been an exciting game. We've had everything in it. We've had a 2-run homer. We've had stolen bases, injuries. Man, you name it, we've had it here.
We have had it.
We've had errors. We've had hits. We've had
good group of guys that's come down from Stone Mountain.
Shoot, yeah.
Stephenson.
So now on the mound, number 4, their second baseman, or was second baseman, Shane DeLay, is now on the mound. And number 2, Eric Johnson comes in the plate, takes over the position at second. Rick Mitchell's on first with no outs. And that brings up Braden Henley, who Braden steps in as a lefty now.
There's nobody in their bullpen.
No activity in the bullpen.
Nope.
Braden steps in. Here's the Rick Mitchell takes off on the first pitch and attempted bunted fouled down the right field, or the left field line. No balls, 1 strike on Henley. Rick Mitchell had a pretty good jump there. And Tricia, you're absolutely right. I am very passionate about baseball.
Sometimes too much.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's all good.
You got to be passionate about
It's all good. It's all good.
And we're passionate about you, Tim.
Yeah. Here's a fake bunt by Henley. Pulls the bat back.
Henley now batting from the lefty.
Takes strike.
It was his shoulder, though. The pitcher came out of his shoulder. Yeah, they took him some ice.
No balls, 2 strikes, no outs.
Those people that are
so we hope McDaniels, Caleb McDaniels, is okay down there?
We do. Pass along good wishes to him. Ball taken low and inside for ball 1. Henley had to get out of the way of that one just a little bit. Rick Mitchell still on first, still playing with no outs.
Yeah, the second baseman moved over to pitch.
Yep.
Well,
Daly on the mound, throws back over to first. Rick Mitchell gets back in easily.
The guy that's on second was
Eric Johnson
in the bullpen.
Mm-hmm. Just getting his arm loosened up so he can come into the game.
Okay.
I've done it a few times.
Miles Brooks.
That's why you
are the
man.
No, man.
They've
Ball
had a
taken
bunch of
high and away.
They've had quite a few people down in the bullpen, too.
Ball taken high and away, 2-2. We've got nobody up in the bullpen right now. Got a couple people sitting. Couple of people sitting down there.
Mr. Menhart.
There's a couple of guys down there.
There's a couple of guys sitting down there. That's a lonely spot, man. Yeah. Here's the wind in the pitch taken high and away. Looked like attempted a changeup and kind of slipped out of his hands for count run full now. Remember, Henley started out 0-2, no balls, 2 strikes, and fought us all the way back to full count. So let's see if he can put the ball in play here and get Rick Mitchell around to third. Delay comes set.
Steal. Base on balls.
Ball taken. Base on balls. Rick Mitchell hustles down to second, and Henley makes it here on works a really good, actually very good at bat. Gets on first. 2 men on now with no outs.
That brings up Jackson Finley. Jackson's playing right field today. He's had 2 walks, and he flew out deep to right field. That was bases loaded.
He drove it all the way to the fence, remember, Paul?
Yeah, that was deep all the way to the warning track.
Sure enough. There's a breaking ball taking the dirt, gets away from the catcher. Both base runners advance. They're both now on second and third.
Nice little breeze starting to blow.
Thank
afternoon, sun
the
setting,
good
breeze
Lord.
starting to blow. Boy, it's starting to feel like
a little bit better.
Yes.
Temperatures may be dropping a little bit. Again, runners on second and third with no outs.
The bottom of the 5th.
Daly.
9-5 game. There's a foul ball off to the right-hand side.
Daly gets the count even 1-1 now. Finley, man, Finley's he hit the ball well in the top half of the third or bottom half of the third inning and drove it all the way out to the track. And the kid goes all the way back and turns around and hauls it in right at the wall. Nice breaking pitch, overhand, slow curve ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wow, that's the slowest pitch I've seen in a while.
I know.
Yeah.
And it looked like it was going to be high.
Dropped by the lack of speed. Daly comes set. Here's the pitch. Again, that ball was driven again to right center.
What a play.
What center fielder reaches up, snags it out of the sky.
Runners tag and go.
Both runners tag and go and advance. Another run scored. Rick Mitchell comes in to score. But Finley does his job with the sacrifice fly to center field. But what a heck of a play by the center fielder to get that ball. He was on his horse just as soon as like Skip said earlier, it's some of the best jumps I have ever seen on a baseball.
Oh, yeah.
In a long time. Not ever seen, but in quite some time. That brings up Kip Gibson, our catcher. Kip steps in. He's got a couple of hits today. Key hitting early on in the ball game. Drove in a couple of runs.
You know, earlier when Kip come run down to first base to cover first when they had the guy picked off at second, it looked like he got his foot stepped on.
There's a base hit up the middle. That'll score the run from third. Kip again with another RBI base hit.
But he looks like he's running okay, so I don't think
he's running fine now.
Infield was drawn in on that play, so it snuck right through the middle with the runner on third, trying to cut him off at the plate.
But the ball gets through for a base hit and an RBI.
Casey Green coming over to run for.
The count runs to 11-5 now. Here in the bottom half of the fifth.
Casey come over to run for Kip so he could go get his catching gear back on.
That'll bring up number 13, and the kid that hit the 2-run shot out of here earlier, Chris Sewell.
Actually, the coach just made a change.
Yeah, to make sure that Casey got on the books so he can run. Yes, sir. Chris Sewell steps in. Daly still on the mound for Stephenson. The mighty Jags come set. Here's the wind and the pitch. Ball taken high and away. 1 ball, no strikes. 11-5. Bottom half of the fifth. Infield's playing deep. Looking for a double play ball. Still playing with 1 out.
Casey getting a pretty good lead off of first base right
Yes,
there.
he is. Got another cheater lead and gets back because Daly throws over to check him. So Casey gets back. I think Paul just took off.
He had to get some air. It's hot in here.
It is hot in here. Casey gets back again. They're checking him. I think they're thinking that he's just getting too much of a lead.
Yeah, he's getting a big lead, but he's a tall kid too. I mean, he can lay down and touch.
Fastball. Chris Sewell sits on it again. Good gracious.
That's gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2-run homer by Chris Sewell again.
Another long shot.
Wow, that had to be, that was longer than the first shot. Dead over center field, caught a fastball, and just rode it on out of here.
Yep, that's 2 in a row. And that's over to 365. I was looking at the fence, and it went right over the sign there at 365.
Dead over center field by about 30 feet. I was close to a 400-foot shot.
Wow.
So, Chris Sewell, a wrecking crew today.
Back-to-back innings.
That's his 5th and 6th RBI of the day.
Which makes the score 13-5, Richmond Hill.
That'll bring up Evan Vaughn.
Will 2 more runs do it?
2 more runs will do it. 10 after 5.
10 after 5, yep.
Evan Vaughn stands in. Here's the wind and the pitch by Daly. Evan Vaughn gets a hold of one, foul.
Down the third base line.
Down all the way out into left field. Left fielder didn't even make an attempt to go get it. So one of our guys jumps the fence and throws it back into play. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. (13-5) ball game. Swing and a miss. Big swing and a miss by Evan Vaughn. He looked like he was trying to take deep. No balls, 2 strikes now, 1 out. Pitcher steps off. Evan steps out, gets set. Everybody toes rubber, and everybody's back in play. Here's the wind and the pitch. Ball taken low and away. 2-2. Where did these bats come from? We've scored in every single inning, and we've scored multiple times on almost every inning. Ball in the dirt. I guess playoff time they show up.
The 9-day layoff.
Yeah.
9-day layoff.
Yeah,
you
man.
know what they've been working on, obviously.
I guess so.
And I don't know if this is the strong. I don't know if this pitching is strong as what we're used to seeing either.
Not what they've shown so far. Here's the wind of the 2-2. Outside, taken for ball 3. 3-2, 1 out. Evan Vaughn at the bat.
Tim Melhorn, Skip Yeomans, Freddie Howell, Paul Green.
Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com.
Thanks for tuning in.
Here's a wind and the pitch. Ball in the dirt, ball 4. So Evan Vaughn gets a free pass down to first with 1 out. And the inning will continue. That'll bring up young Brandon Becker playing first today. What's young Becker done today? Grounded out to third, grounded out to short, and grounded out to third.
Well, he's had a hot bat up until this game.
He's still making he's still making contact with the ball, Freddie.
Yeah.
Evan Vaughn gets his lead off first. Pitcher comes set. Called strike on the outside corner.
Best pitch this kid's made today.
It was a good pitch.
Brandon he's been in some high pressure situations this year to be a sophomore.
Throw back over to first. Gets back in safely.
Pretty close.
It was pretty close.
And he's done an outstanding job with the pressure situations he's had.
As a young sophomore, yes sir.
He has.
Shane Daly on the mound. Throws, comes set. There's a pitch.
Liner.
There's a line drive, base hit. Going into the gap. Evan Vaughn going station to station.
Evan had to pull up because that was a line drive, and that shortstop's a tall kid.
He's about 6'3", 6'4".
He was up the ladder and almost
yes,
snagged
sir.
that ball. That was a
but that was a clean base hit by Brandon Becker.
Another good hit by Brandon Becker.
That was very good. And in steps Will McGrath with runners on first and second. Daly comes set. Nice breaking pitch. Will couldn't lay off of it.
Will looked like he was swinging regardless there.
Yeah, he was. He couldn't lay off of it. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Becker on first, Evan Vaughn on second. Shane Daly with the pitch. Ball taken low and away. 1-1. Yeah, Will that first pitch,
he was swinging.
It looked like he was wanting to.
He was swinging, wasn't he?
He was going to either get it or not.
Yeah.
Here's Daly with the 1-1. Comes set. Wind in the pitch. Fastball taken low.
Look at that little Louis Tiant move on the pitcher's mound there.
You like that?
I saw it that time.
He did that big old leg kick.
Yes, sir. To some of you older people that understand and remember the Louis Tiant.
Louis Tiant with the big monster leg kick.
Yep. Boston Red Sox, I guess, in the late 70s, early 80s.
The body twist and the leg kick. And every person that was on second made 2 steps back towards the bag. Ball taken low and away.
I was just in elementary school back then.
3 balls and 1 strike.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut a
joke.
Yeah. They played baseball then too, Freddie.
Yeah, okay.
Shane comes set. Here's the big leg kick again. Swing and a miss.
Wow, he doesn't have the same leg kick twice yet, I don't think.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Now, he hadn't shown the same motion yet.
No.
That's for sure. Again, runners at second and first. 1 out.
Oh, the smoking pig has
I
arrived.
do smell smoking pig.
I smell like a pig.
Yeah.
I know that much.
Feel like one.
Yep. Daly comes set. Here's the pitch. Breaking pitch, fouled off the plate.
He fought that ball off. He was fooled and
He
still
sure
made a contact there.
Count remains at 3-2.
Still a full count, 1 out. Top of the 6th, 13-5. Richmond Hill on top. Had 2 homers in this game.
Both by Chris Sewell, and both out of dead center field, and both 2-run shots.
And both of them way out.
Yes, they were. There wasn't no doubt about them when they left the bat. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Ball
Walking.
4. Loads the bases up.
Base hitting right here could do things that
Yeah, it could pretty much well shut the ball game down. So 1 out, and that'll bring up Will Schumann, who can end it here. Who could possibly end it here? Thank you so much. Awesome. You are so awesome. Thank you.
Just had some smoking pig barbecue delivered to the press box with some Parker's 89-cent frozen drinks.
Here's the wind and the pitch, fouled back by Schumann.
Did Parker sign up for that advertisement?
No. It was
okay,
free.
we need to stop by.
That was free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
13-5 here, bottom half of the 5th. Bases loaded. Richmond Hill, one out.
I'm hoping Tim can rehydrate for the next game.
Yeah, but I keep drinking caffeine, and I need some water. I'm going to go get some water after this.
Bases loaded. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
There's a pop-up in the center field that the center fielder comes in, makes the play. Throw comes in from the center fielder into home plate.
Good thing you didn't
The base runners did not try to
good
advance.
throw,
He would have
too.
been dead at home plate. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 5th. After another 2-run shot by Chris Sewell. I tell you what, for the rest of the ball game and maybe next ball game, I wouldn't throw Chris Sewell a fastball about belt high.
No.
Rick Mitchell, top of the order's up. Bases still loaded with the Wildcats.
They may intentionally walk him the next
No
shows
kidding.
up.
2 out single here could possibly win the ball game with young Brandon Becker on second.
Do you think Stacy's going to start him next game?
Brandon? Who?
Sewell?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you think he'll be in the lineup?
Yeah.
Probably so. I would imagine so.
Lead off batter or clean
I would
up.
imagine so. Pitch is taken low for ball 1. Yeah, you're right. He's already hit a triple, and he's got a single, and he's got 2 home runs, man. That's awesome. What a game. What a ball game. Believe time was called. Which time was called? I don't know what's going on with the...
Well, I believe...
Has he hurt himself also?
I don't know if the catcher, it looks like he's coming out maybe to hydrate. I think he may have gotten a little overheated. Yes, he's taking in some liquids.
Probably
he may
cramping.
have gotten overheated back there. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we're not kidding. It's quite warm.
Yeah, it's very warm.
And they put this plexiglass up here. They do have a little bit of a tint on the plexiglass, but it's not much. We've got a piece of cardboard over it to try to provide us some shade. And all the windows are open.
It's been under construction for a little while.
It has been under construction for a little while, and we're very thankful for what they've done. But they do have a very small window unit that's in the window, and that thing has been trying to push out air.
Well, it may be sufficient once they insulate this place.
Insulate it, and we get the doors closed down, and they get up here a little bit
Yeah.
earlier and turn it on a little bit earlier. That would be absolutely awesome. But again, so I think the catcher had to hydrate. They called a good intermediate timeout. Pitch taken low and outside for ball 2 on Will Schumann. Will McGrath on first, Brandon Becker on second, and Evan Vaughn on third. Bases loaded with Wildcats, 2 outs here, 2 balls, no strikes. Time called by Rick Mitchell steps out. So we're back at the top of our order again. But yeah, we are very thankful to have this.
Yes, we are.
We've had some interesting setups this year, haven't we, Freddie?
Set up in
some interesting places.
We've run off of generators. And
yes, sir.
Set up in
ball 3 taken outside. No place to put him. Yeah. We've been all over the place.
Yeah. It's been a fun season.
And there's been a missing
link
that I must mention, that this young man by the name of Skip Yeomans does not come out to the ballpark often enough.
That's true.
Called strike on the outside corner, get me over.
There's a thing called a job.
We all have them.
I have to work with your wife.
Say no more.
Thank you.
No, I'm just teasing. Honey, I love you.
Yeah.
There's
Straight
a
up.
pop straight up in the infield.
That's
The
gonna
first
be a
baseman
Ken
comes
Carr.
behind the bag at first base in foul territory, comes back into fair territory, and makes the out. So there's the third out of the inning. Richmond Hill leaves the bases loaded, but not until Chris Sewell comes up and sails one out of here for another 2-run homer. So there were 2 hits, 2 runs, 3 men left on, no errors. And we go to the top half of the 6th inning with your score, Richmond Hill 13 and the Mighty Jags of Stephenson 5.
How about let's give some love to Mike Ferreira?
How about throw some love out there for Mike Ferreira? Fiera?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Ferreira.
Ferreira.
That's him. At Mater Survey. Mater Survey has been serving the Low Country since 2005. For all your surveying needs, give Mike a call over there. Hey, he can take care of all your finished floor elevations and flood certificates. He's surveyed about everywhere around here in the Low Country. Give him a call at 912-354-4145. That's Mater Surveying. Also, if you need a haircut,
Big Lou's at the ballpark tonight.
Yeah, Big Lou's over there in the stands. Go over there and see Big Lou at my grandfather's place. He's got a gang of people over there that cuts hair. They'll take you in. They'll give you a fresh cut, shave. They'll even give you some brand new color if you need to have your hair colored. They do waxing too. 11252 Ford Avenue, Richmond Hill. They take walk-ins, or you can give them a call. Set up an appointment, 912-756-7959. That's my grandfather's place right here in Richmond Hill, Georgia. Thank you for tuning in to Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. If you're streaming us on YouTube, we want to ask you a favor from you. We're trying to get 100 subscribers. If you like what you see and you like watching the Low Country Radio YouTube channel, go over there and subscribe to us. We got about 40, 50 subscribers, and we need 50 more. We need about 100, and we get our own YouTube channel, and that's what we're shooting for. Also, if you're trying to find us on your iPhone or any kind of phone you got, go over to the App Store, find TuneIn Radio, and upload the TuneIn Radio app, and then search for Low Country Radio. You'll see our logo on there. Click on it. You can stream from any smartphone device on TuneIn Radio. That's lowcountryradio.com too.
On the mound for Richmond Hill, there's been a change in pitching. It's Matt Overstreet, number 5, stands in. Big right-hander.
Anthony Nelson
comes up to bat. First baseman for Stephenson.
Big, strong-looking kid.
Matt Overstreet's first offering swung on and missed. Good fastball.
He's flown out to center field and been out on a fielder's choice.
Yeah, if he gets a hold of it, it's nothing but gone. Here's the wind in the pitch.
Oh, hit him.
Hit him in the hip. Up by 8 runs, so you don't want to do that. Just got away from Matt. Hit him right in the gluteus maximus.
Stephen Jones, he's the one that hit that ball down the third baseline, or is he?
No.
No. He scored on that play.
He did score.
He got on an air third.
Yep. Here's the wind in the pitch. Ball taken outside. Matt Overstreet's offering. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs.
Foods here and Freddie and Paul are gone. What does that tell you?
No, what do you think that tells you? Ball fouled back. Counts 1-1. Heck yeah, man. That's a good smelling barbecue that they do over at Smoking Pig. 2 different locations for you to get your barbecue right here in Richmond Hill, right off of 17, and then down at the Midway exit.
Old Holton Seafood.
The old Holton Seafood, yes, sir. Overstreet comes set. Here's the wind in the pitch. Taken a little bit low. 2 balls, 1 strike.
How you like my misinformation on football coaches, Tim?
You are the man. When it comes to that, Skip, you are the phantom man.
I got the last
Swing and a miss.
Right.
Foul back.
I was half right the last name.
Yeah, I was sitting there when you said Ryan Glazier. I'm like, you sure you're not thinking about Tony?
For some reason in my mind, I think that I read Ryan somewhere, but the thing is, it did say defensive coordinator, and I know that Tony's been the defensive coordinator over there.
Yeah. Thank you for that input, Freddie.
Continue eating your supper over there, Freddie.
Ball taken inside. Count run full now. Overstreet still trying to find his fastball and find locations for it. That was taken inside, about knee high. Here's the wind and the pitch. Didn't mean to. Fouled off.
I think he swung it
rolling all the way down and off of the top of our lovely little setup above the visitors' dugout.
I think he swung at ball 4.
Possibly. May have been too close to take. Here's the wind and the pitch. There is a little blooper in the center field.
What a catch.
Rich Mitchell goes out and just comes out of nowhere and makes that play. Oh, my goodness.
Is he okay?
Ladies and gentlemen, that's one for the books. Hopefully we've got that recorded on YouTube. That is a Sports Center moment. I mean, he just turned and went to turned and looked over his shoulder and went to a designated spot and just reached out and pulled that ball in for the first out of the inning. My goodness, my goodness. What a play. That was worth the price of admission, y'all. Here's the wind and the pitch for their leadoff batter, Christian Adams, who is also the starting pitcher for Stephenson. Overstreet delivers the first pitch, ball high and away. Overstreet comes set. Number 15, still on first. Here's the wind and the pitch. Check swing.
Did he go?
I think there'll be a question and an ask. Nope. Did not even attempt to ask, so 0-2. Playing with 1 out. What a great play with 1 out by Rick Mitchell. What a phenomenal play. There's a foul off at the plate. 1 ball, 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 now.
Tim, you think they're going to try to steal here?
Why not? Down by 8. Shoot, yeah, man. Go. Turn him loose. There he goes. No. There's a drive into center field.
Base hit.
Base hit. They're going station to station now. Base hit by the leadoff batter, Christian Adams. So runners on second and first with 1 out.
Shane Daly's the batter. He's
They're starting second baseman and then now moved to pitcher.
He's 1 for 3.
He's had a hit in this ball game. Scored a couple of runs too, if I'm not mistaken. Here's the wind and the pitch. There's a pop up. He's in the number 2 hole. Actually, he hit the base clearing double.
That's correct.
Down the left field line in the number 2 hole. He turned on a fastball and rode it right on down there to the 330 mark. And Will Schumann out in left field dug it out and got it ball back in, but not until 3 runs had scored. Here's the wind and the pitch. Breaking pitch taken for strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Still playing with 1 out. Runners at second and first. Rick Mitchell's checking the runner at second. Matt takes a look at him, turns and fires, swung on and fouled back to the screen.
Challenged him with a fastball and looked like he was ready for it.
Yeah, he was wanting it.
Here comes my fastball, you hit it type deal.
Yep. He was wanting it. He can put a little bit more mustard on that and get it maybe just an inch higher. He'll put him in the books. Here's the one, the 0-2. It's taken low for ball 1. 1-2 now. Breaking pitch.
First and second.
Matt. Runner on first is camping out right behind. Oh, there's a foul.
Tomahawk chalk swing.
It was, and it gets out of play down the left field line. You can tell he's a pull hitter.
He's up there swinging.
Oh, he's getting his. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's one thing about it. These guys come, they come swinging.
Yes, sir. Well, you don't make it to this level unless you do.
And some of the numbers that you said that you've seen is
as an indication of that.
Absolutely.
Here's the wind and the pitch. Called outside. 2-2 now. It's a good breaking pitch. Had him leaning, but he did not catch the corner with it, according to Willie Adams, or Allen, excuse me. Pitch in the dirt. Count runs to 3-2 now. 1 out.
Had him 0-2. We need to go ahead
and put him in the books.
Absolutely. What about a double play?
So Matt's kind of pitched all around him, high, low, up and down. Let's see if we can get one across the plate. There's called strike three.
Wow, he thought it was inside.
He did think it was inside, but that must have caught the inside corner, and down he goes on strike. So 2 outs here in the top half of the 6th. That'll bring up number 8,
Javon
Ray.
Shortstop.
That's the kid who almost made that play on Brandon Becker's line drive.
He grounded to Will McGrath third twice and flew out to center field.
Coach calls timeout, brings him down the line, wants to chat with him for a second. I don't know if he's talking to him to be able to get to the umpire or what's going on, or is he just looking at the umpire and waiting for the umpire to come start walking back out? Yeah, and he does, and the umpire walks out behind home plate, and Coach lets the kid go and get in the box. Overstreet comes set. Here's the pitch. Ball taken high. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Runners still at first and second. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swing on and miss. Count goes to 1-1. Here's the set in the pitch. Swung on and missed.
Had him completely fooled.
He sure did. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So the line score for Richmond Hill's 3 runs in the first, 3 runs in the second, 1 run in the third, 2 runs in the fourth, and 4 runs in the fifth. Matt comes set. Time is called. Ray steps out and steps back in. Matt toes the rubber. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. 1-2 still. Oh, yeah. I'm with you. Miss Overstreet. And the Overstreets, I know Freddie.
Aldry.
Yep. Freddie knows them very well.
Yep. But I hope Aldry's got the pool cleaned out and it's ready to go.
We're going to jump in when we get there. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Trip deuces on the board, 2 men on. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on and popped up. It's going out of play to the left-hand side. And is out of play.
Yeah, Mark's got a good pool girl. She cleans the pool.
Oh, my goodness. Still 2-2. Top of the 6th. Matt comes set. Fires. Called. Strike 3 right at the knees. Oh, yes. Called strike 3, and down goes the mighty Jags of Stephenson in the top half of the 6th. 2 left on, 1 hit, no errors. 2 men left. Going into the bottom half of the 6th, Richmond Hill Wildcats 13 and the mighty Jags of Stephenson 5. Gonna share some love with some folks, Freddie?
Yeah, I believe we will. I'm gonna talk about someplace you know pretty well.
Who's
Cone
that?
Cranes, world leading
I do know
group of
Cone
lifting
Cranes.
solutions. They've been serving a broad range of customers, including manufacturing and process industries, shipyards, ports, terminals. Cone Cranes provides productivity-enhancing lifting solutions as well as servicing all the lifting equipment, all makes and all models. The group has 18,000 employees and has 600 locations in 50 countries. You can find them, our local Cone Cranes, right over there in Garden City. You can give them a call at 912-963-0610. Cone Cranes, our major sponsor for all of Richmond Hill Wildcat baseball this year. We want to thank Cone Cranes for coming on board and helping us out, getting us through the baseball season. We've had a lot of fun, we've got to go to a lot of locations and broadcast back to you guys
on the mail.
So thank you, Cone Cranes. Just joined us. It's a beautiful evening right here in Richmond Hill, Georgia. 86 degrees. A little, what is that, a west to east wind? What little breeze there is blowing? So,
yes, east to west.
East to west, yes.
East to west wind.
Yep. It's a 13-5 ball game. This is a doubleheader. We get through with this game, we'll take a small pause for calls, and then we'll come back with another game.
I'm glad you said that because, think about it. Chris Sewell's shots, the 2 shots that he's hit out of here, there was really no wind helping him.
No,
that was absolutely
wind.
pure.
It was a cross.
That was absolutely pure home run power
he
right
hit
there,
370,
man.
380, 390 maybe, 400.
Speak of the devil, guess who's on deck? Or no, I'll take that back. First up is, I believe, Braden Henley for Richmond Hill.
So, David, Jeanette, hope y'all are enjoying the game out there in Phoenix. I hope the weather is a little better out there than it is here, because it's smoking here. That was some of the best smoking pig barbecue I
bet
just
it's
had, too.
smoking hot out in Phoenix, too, man.
I bet it is smoking hot out there.
It's
But
a different kind of heat. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You're absolutely right. It is.
Don't have no humidity.
Well, very light humidity, but here this morning when I got up and saw that fog bank that was all around us, man, I knew it was going to be one of them days.
One of them days.
Nothing but heat and humidity. Sticky, muggy day.
So.
I know, and it ain't even hot yet. That's right.
So that'll bring up Brady Henley leading off. So the Wildcats got 2-3-4. And Stephenson has a new pitcher on the mound, number 13, Vincent Latimer. So Latimer comes into the game with down by 8 runs.
Yeah, 8-run deficit. Yeah.
He'll face the meat of our order, 2-3-4.
I don't know, Paul, if you've been in those type of situations before, but, man, that's tough to walk into, you know? Because, I mean, what you really need to do right here is buckle down and throw strikes, you know? Do what you can to try to get out of the ball game. Ball taken high and away, first pitch. But, yeah, that's coming in knowing that you're in the latter part of the innings and you're down. The only thing you can really do is just buckle down, concentrate, and throw strikes. Big right-hander takes the ball, winds, high and away again. Ball
kid.
2.
He's big. Big guy.
I think he may be young, sophomore or junior or sophomore.
Let me see if I can look him up real fast.
Wind in the pitch. Breaking ball taken for a strike on the outside corner.
He's a sophomore, to be honest with you. Raymond Henderson, 5'7", 155 pounds, sophomore.
The pitcher is number Vincent Latimer.
Oh, Vincent Latimer.
Yeah.
Okay. That's the wrong number on the nice prep.
Number 13.
But, yeah, quick shout-out to Dallas Jr., right?
Dallas
States. Daniels Jr.?
Dallas Daniels Jr., yeah. The United States Air Force. Proud serving member. Dallas.
Guess what? This guy's 5'8", 160 pounds. He's a freshman.
Who?
Exactly. He looked young, didn't he?
Let's throw him into the fire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why not? State playoffs. Get him an
playoff,
opportunity. Get him exposure. State playoffs. Get him exposure, man. Why not? I mean, that's your future.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? That's your future. But, yeah, shout out to Dallas Jr., United States Air Force, from Command Chief Master Sergeant retired Tim Melhorn. Shout out to you, my brother. And hopefully you're having a great time. And I know I did when I was serving my country. There's some sacrifices we have to do, but all in all, the Air Force is going to treat you right, my friend.
Yeah, I seen a thing about the Air Force, about how y'all.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I know. Here's the wine in the pitch, Freddie.
Yeah. Well, how y'all were, all the Army boys and the Navy guys, scraping for meals, and the Air Force, they're eating steaks.
Yeah, filet mignons every night. Dallas, if you get an opportunity, do me a favor and call Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com, and square Mr. Freddie Howell, the owner of the radio station, away.
They don't even know what MREs are in there.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, that means meals required.
That's exactly what it means.
Required eating.
Meals required every day.
That's right. Our meals required every day. That's right.
Well,
meals ready to eat. Yes, sir.
In the Army, there's meals ready to eat.
Oh, Lord, here we go. So the young freshman on the mound for Stephenson takes the ball back. I do believe there's maybe been some changes to the lineup. So here's the wind and the pitch. Ball taken low. 3-1 now on Henley. Henley stands back in. And we've got Finley right behind him.
Hey, I'm not knocking the Air Force. I appreciate them flying over and watching what the Army's doing.
Exactly. That's why we love doing it. That's right. That's it,
I'm
man.
Just kidding.
I'm with you, brother. That's why you work at a Navy base, right? Called strike on the outside corner. Count goes to 3-2 now.
Ain't nothing but love for you, Tim.
I'm right back at you, Freddie.
Yeah.
Just because I had a little bit more intelligence to join the Air Force than I did the Army. No, those are the jabs that we do all the time.
Yep.
It's all in fun, ladies and gentlemen.
Right. Exactly.
So, based on balls for Henley, ball taken high and away.
Hey, I appreciate all the people
Base
out
runner.
there serving our country.
I don't care what
Give
uniform
us the
you wear.
freedom to do what we're doing tonight.
Exactly. On the airways, broadcasting high school baseball,
Exactly.
Richmond Hill High School baseball, on Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your service.
We salute each and every one of you.
Every day.
And that'll bring up Jackson Finley.
Finley steps in with a runner on first in the way of Braden Henley. Young man Vincent comes set, pitches, drop ball, taken for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, no outs here. Bottom half of the 6th. I think Finley's made contact 3 times, 4 times, 3 times. No, he's 2 base on balls and made contact with the ball twice. Has popped out to center field and
Twice.
Has hit the sacrifice last time. What a play that center fielder made on him the last time.
Reached
remember?
up at the last minute, caught that.
I'm with you, brother.
Robbed him.
Yeah, you did. Took 1 away, but my goodness, the speed out there, man. They have got some natural-born speed out there. Long look in by Ryan.
Yeah, Braden showing a healthy lead over here.
Vincent
Latimer.
Yeah.
Healthy lead.
Latimer comes set. Here's the wind and the pitch. Called strike. No, called ball inside. 2 balls and 1 strike now.
I think it's our angle on it. Just couldn't see it right.
It may have been.
So
2-1.
Here we are. They're 13-5. Wildcats, bottom of the 6th.
Throw over.
Could be. What is it? 8 after 5.
Yep.
Every game I say the same thing. Was it 8 after 5? We're in the 3rd or the 5th, or is it
something like that.
8 after 5. Okay.
I'm with you. Oh my goodness.
This has been a long game.
Yes, it has.
It has been a long.
It's a lot
game.
of runs scored. There's a
figure.
pop up right side.
First baseman
comes back into play and makes the out. Right behind.
No. Well.
Well, I mean, the coach did give Tim that high school rule book.
Yeah, give it a skip. Skip knows he was.
What's the run?
No,
he thought there was runners on. He thought there was runners on first and second.
He can't interpret what.
But look who's up at the bat. Number 19, Case.
What?
Casey Green.
Who let that boy up there?
Who is that young man?
Who let him up there?
Here's the wind and the pitch. Called strike on the outside corner.
He should have taken that one, Oppo.
Yep.
So what are you
Henley gets his
at?
lead off of
run
first.
rule. I just want
Run rule?
Yeah, the mercy rule.
Henley gets his lead off of first. Yeah, that's not going to be in the.
We don't
it's
need a
it's
book.
Georgia high school rules.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's not. That's just the National
We
Federation.
don't need a book. I got an encyclopedia.
Here's the wind and the pitch. Taken. Ball low. 1 ball, 1 strike, playing with 1 out here. Bottom half of the 6th. Braden Henley on first. Casey Green at the plate. Casey stands in as a big, tall left-hander. Vincent Latimer on the mound for Stephenson. Comes, winds and pitches. Breaking pitch down low. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yep, 2 balls, 1 strike. They got that grill fired up over at the concession stand over there. See that smoke just drifting?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you get an opportunity, come out for our second game because I'm telling you something. We got great food, got good people out here, great baseball. We're talking state high school baseball. And as soon as it comes out of his words, out of his mouth, I get bit by one right on the top of the eye. Swing and a miss by Casey. Count runs 2-2. Still playing with 1 out.
Solo saying that it just happened to fly in.
Just the one that was just thinking about us. Vincent comes set, pitch taken low and away. 3-2 now.
Obviously,
full count.
It was
1
a
out.
kamikaze because he just died on your eyelid.
Kamikaze, he did. 3-2-1 count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first. Vincent comes set. Latimer pitches. Ball taken outside for ball 4. So Casey Green gets on.
1 out.
With 1 out.
Oh, and look who does that bring up.
The Monster Killer.
The Monster, who is 4 for 4 with 2 home runs, a triple, and a single.
We need a double. We need a double for the cycle.
We need a double.
Need a double for the cycle and end this ball game.
What would you do, Tim?
What would I do? A cartwheel. I would do a cartwheel. I would do a cartwheel is what I would do.
I wouldn't pitch
to get out of this heat and be able to get out in the breeze. I would do a cartwheel.
I would walk him. I would put him on.
Are you kidding me? You're losing by 8, my brother.
Yeah.
Why in the?
He's hot.
God bless him. Go let him get it out of his system.
If you
pitch to him and let it get it out of his system.
The key is if you hit one to the fence, do you go for 3 or stop at second?
Yeah, I would
stop at second.
Man, I would stop at second. Man, state playoffs and I hit for a cycle with 2 home runs. Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Boy.
Man, that'll make headline Savannah Now News tomorrow morning. Vincent Latimer comes set. 1 ball, no strike. Still playing with 1 out. Here's the pitch. There's a pop to the right side out of play.
Kind of got in on
Hope it ain't my truck. Nope, it's got the tennis courts over there. So the count evens at 1-1.
We're going to see if your theory pays off here.
He's pitching to him.
Oh, yeah.
He is.
He's not trying to pitch around him, that's for sure.
The left fielder, glad to see that left fielder back up, though.
Just throwing him a lot of breaking stuff. Yeah. They are playing a little bit deeper. Vincent comes set. Here's the pitch. Fastball taken belt high. Strike. No, ball.
Yeah, it was high.
2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, the run rules.
Yeah.
It's 15 after 3, 10 after 5, and I believe that's all you got.
See, I always say.
What's that?
15, 12, 10?
Maybe in softball. It's all good.
So that's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. That was a strike.
Gotcha. So they're not pitching around him.
No.
They're getting the ball across the plate. Latimer comes set. Here's the pitch. Ball in the dirt. Taking third ball. 3-2 now.
Full count.
Still runners got on first and second. Casey Green on first.
Hit a double. Hit a double right here. Come on.
Braden Henley.
Full count, 1 out.
Papa needs a new pair of shoes. Hit a double. Latimer comes set. Here's the pitch. There's a shot. And that's going down the left field line.
It's a fair ball.
And it's a fair ball.
Stop, Chris, stop.
Stop on second, Chris. Stop on second. And he does, ladies and gentlemen. There is the cycle. I got to do a cartwheel, ladies and gentlemen. That is the ball game. And that is the cycle.
Wow.
Hit for the cycle with 2 home runs in a high school playoff game. Ladies and gentlemen, absolutely unreal.
Yeah.
So that ends the ball game. 15-5 here, bottom half of the 6th inning. We'll go to the second ball game here in about 30 minutes.
I told you. I would have walked him.
But Chris Sewell.
Huge shout out to Chris Sewell.
Chris Sewell goes for the cycle. Single, double, triple, and 2 home runs. Not 1, but 2 2-run home runs. And that ends the ball game. Final score here. Richmond Hill 15. Stephenson 5.
What a game, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. We have another one right after this. We're going to take a small pause for calls and get something to eat and drink, and we'll be right back. If you're streaming on YouTube, we're going to close out and start over again just shortly. So we'll have both games up instead of just one continuous stream. So hang out. Stay with us. Call your neighbor. Call your friends, because we have a good game going. Another game, hopefully. So we'll be back here, Low Country Radio, lowcountryradio.com. Thanks for tuning in.
Low Country Radio,
the #1 source for Wildcat football.